Welcome to Cranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Here, truth cuts through the noise, and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversation for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Cranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always win. Come on, let's get into it. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. We're back again, people. Back again. It's the Knicks against the Spurs for game 2. And you can see we're ready tonight, don't it? Ready for the game. It's about that time. You know, it's interesting. This is probably the most I've been interested in NBA finals for probably since the 90s. Because the 90s had Jordan, Ewing, Shaq early days. Knicks were very good then, battling with Chicago and Indiana. And then New York was very excited when it comes to basketball. And then subsequent to that, it's been one disappointment for another. And you can hear me turning on another TV. I have 2 TVs up, actually, to make sure I don't miss any action, and have one more on slow. So if I miss it in the first go around, I'll catch it in the second go around. But tonight should be a really interesting game. The Knicks won the first game. The Spurs, who won their first game against Oklahoma in the Western Conference Final, lost the second game, but actually prevailed in the series. They were down 3-2 and won the last 2 games. So I'm sure they feel a sense of, look, we can do this again. And knowing my Knicks, who have been infallible for the last 12 games of the playoffs, they expect to win. Now, there are so many storylines around this series. If you want to go individual players, Jalen Brunson, who did brilliantly in college, winning 2 championships with Josh Hart and with Mikal Bridges. Went to Dallas, a second-round pick. Had ability, but only showed up in his last year in Dallas when Luka got hurt. And he took over, played brilliantly, became a free agent because Dallas had a discussion with him and his father and his agent, who was Leon Rose at the time, who's now the Knicks president. Couldn't agree on paying him what I consider a small amount of money. Didn't think he was worth the money. And he decided to come to the Knicks. And Leon Rose by then had become agent. Leon Rose was his dad's agent and then his agent. But Leon Rose subsequently became president of New York basketball operations for the Knicks. And in doing so, knew of his talent and decided to bring him in. So Jalen always had there's always that view, which is I was underappreciated and now I have a chance to prove myself. And since he's come to the Knicks, he's been a godsend, frankly. Went to the semis previously. Julius Randolph, who don't play well in the playoffs, as we showed Minnesota. Went to the finals against Indiana last year. Should have won the first game. Lost the series in 6 and should have won it. And that didn't work out. But in the finals this year, won Eastern Conference Finals, beating up Cleveland. And after starting the series against Atlanta in the first round, being down 2-1, coming back and destroying Atlanta, beating them in the last game in Atlanta by about 40 plus points. Knicks have been on a roll, and they have their own stories. We have the story of Karl Anthony Towns, who was at number one pick out of Kentucky, been in NBA for years, played well, always seemed like an underachiever. Minnesota didn't appreciate him, traded him for DiVincenzo and Randolph, and we got Towns, and he's been very good with the Knicks. But there's always questions about Cat. Is he tough enough? Does he know how to play inside versus trying to shoot 3-pointers? Why does he want to be a guard versus being a low post player as a center? Interesting stories, interesting situation. Cat has been brilliant. And even throughout the season, actually, I wouldn't say brilliant, he's been very good. Throughout the season, there were questions because he challenged and questioned his role in the offense or in the team because I'm not sure it was clearly defined. And obviously, probably didn't get fully defined until we got to the playoffs against Atlanta, when we're down 2-1, and they started making him a passer versus just a scorer. We have Mikal Bridges, who we gave a 5+ first-round picks for because Brunson wanted him, frankly. And Brunson, by the way, took less money. Took about $30 million less than he could have taken because he want to fit certain people within the team, given the salary cap. So Bridges, who played at Villanova, went to Phoenix. Knicks could have drafted Bridges, and they drafted someone who's not out of the league, frankly. Number 9, he got drafted, and we drafted the kid from Kentucky. His name is eluding me now, number 8. But Bridges didn't have the best season. At one point was benched during the playoffs, but has been playing brilliantly since. And we have Josh Hart, who's also a Villanova grad, who won 2 championships with Brunson, who was told he can shoot. And he's not the best shooter, but he does everything else. So we have all these stories. We have Shamet, who was on a 10-day contract at one point and has been brilliant in the latter part of the season and throughout the playoffs. We have so many stories surrounding Knicks. And we have Mike Brown, who was on the Spurs staff, working with Popovich, who coached Cleveland, who was at the Kings and got fired. And we had Thibodeau, who took the Knicks to the finals of the Eastern Conference and then subsequently got fired because of different reasons. One, he was deemed to be too stubborn. And 2, he plays players to death. He run them out, doesn't use his bench. And I think the players fired Thibodeau versus the Knicks actually fired him. I think the players complained. Bridges complained once, who was actually himself a hiring man. And they brought in Mike Brown for him with the view that he had to win the championship. That's what Dolan, the owner, mandated, and that's what they're trying to do. Now, if you go on the Spurs side, and this is what makes this final so interesting, they're a very, very young team. I mean, they have very few older players. Maybe Fox, who's late 20s, who also came out of Kentucky, like Cat. Brilliant at Sacramento. Hasn't played that well in this series, but is a brilliant basketball player. And is the highest paid Spurs for a reason. He has played really, really well throughout his career. Got injured against Oklahoma and has not been the same since. So it's interesting. We have a Jamaican, well, the son of a Jamaican, Champagne, whose dad used to play football in the league that I played in or helped to manage. And he's a high school coach. And Champagne, who was cut by Philadelphia, picked up by San Antonio, and has been brilliant, especially shooting the 3-pointers and playing defense. We have Harper, whose dad played in the NBA, was a brilliant player. Derek Harper, who played with the Clippers, brilliant with them, tore up his knee, played with the Chicago Bulls. And his son, who's a rookie, has been very, very good. And frankly, I'm kind of surprised that the coach Johnson didn't play him for the remainder of the fourth quarter because he was that good. And then we have Castle, who won a championship at Connecticut. Great defender, has played well. We have Vassell. We have so many young players in San Antonio who are playing well. But if we look at the first game of the series and what transpired, there are a couple of things. One is the youth of San Antonio showed. The Knicks, in their first run against Cleveland, when they were off for a long period of time, were very rusty. And I thought they were rusty in this game. It wasn't the best played game. A lot of mistakes made. You know, Brunson's got a lot of laudatory comments, and he's been praised quite a bit and called Mr. Clutch. But until the fourth quarter, when he was 5 of 9, he was very, very poor. He actually ended up, I think he was 12 of 31 from the field. He took more shots than points scored, which is not a good thing. I think the Spurs shot, 20-something% from 3. So they didn't shoot that well. And the Knicks, even though they won the game, struggled for quite a bit of the game. They were down in the third quarter by about 13, 14 points. But as they've done, as we see against Cleveland, they were down by 20 points in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes remaining. They came back a win. Brunson does will them to victory in a number of occasions, and it seemed like he's doing it again. Now, we have heard the stories about Brunson, the view that he's, small guards, it doesn't take teams to championship. It's not the norm. And the history have shown that. I can only think about 2 guards who have done that. One is Isaiah Thomas in the 80s with Detroit. It was brilliant. And they beat the Lakers, won the finals. And the second was, you can call Steph Curry, even though to me Steph Curry is not a true point guard, but he's the leader of the Warriors. He has taken the Warriors to the championship. And even when he did, after his first year, they did go get Kevin Durant, who was the MVP in the finals 2 years he played. Well, he was there for 3 years, but he got injured the 2 years that they won. Bless up Cartism. Thanks for joining. And also, Mohammed Al. Is that what? Marhoon? Interesting. How are you doing? From Saudi Arabia. Sorry, Mohammed. Forgot to hail you up. From Saudi Arabia. Wow. Hey, Mohammed, how are things in the Middle East? I know the Iran situation cannot be helping, but how are things in Saudi Arabia? How are things in the Middle East? Is there any reduction in hostilities? I know that Iran is still negotiating with the U.S., if you can call it negotiation. The U.S. has been a little bit underhanded with it. You can't be bombing people and say negotiating, but we won't get into politics tonight. But hopefully you and your family are safe, Mohammed. And thanks for joining the channel. And I hope you subscribe. By the way, people, if you come into the chat, hit the like button, subscribe. We're going to have a good night tonight, regardless of how the game goes. As you can see, I'm a Knicks fan. I don't even have the Knicks and San Antonio up. I'm a Knicks fan. That's very obvious. But I expect a good game. And I hope the Knicks win. That's all. Good game. Hope the Knicks win. And it's going to be a very interesting series. And people are talking about sweep. I don't think there's going to be a sweep. All right. San Antonio's a very good team. I'm sure Coach Johnson will make some adjustments. I would expect the adjustments that he would make would be, 1, Wemby to guard someone apart from Cat, so he can stay more in the paint and be that safety and survey and clean up everything. And I would also expect him to double Brunson more. Curtis is going to watch. Okay, yes, I decided to do my Knicks, but I forgot the regular girls are playing. And I did subscribe to regular. I did. You know what? Maybe I should have put it on too. I did subscribe to. I could watch both. I did subscribe to the. Maybe I'll do that. I did subscribe to the JFF live channel, so maybe I'll pull it up. Actually, I forgot the girls were playing. I forgot. I didn't forget. I didn't know what time they were playing. What time is the game, Cartizel? What time is the regular girls playing? Oh, are the regular girls playing? And while we're in the sort of introductory phase of this game. See if I can find JFF live on here. And I can glance at the screen. I'll be watching the next game, but I can glance at the screen for the regular girls game. But I'm looking forward to the game tonight. I'm sure Wemby will play better. He was he scored over 20 points, but he was 6 of 21 from the field. So all these other points were free throws. It's going to be a very interesting game. The Knicks will make some adjustments, I would think. The Spurs are very aggressive on the board. So the Knicks have to find ways to keep them off the board. So they are very aggressive on the board. Very, very aggressive. And when you're that aggressive on the board, you're going to be vulnerable to transition. Should be very vulnerable to transition. The regular girls game has not started yet. Stadium is mainly empty, actually. But looking forward to the game. They're singing the national anthem. All the Knicks fans who have suffered for years. The Knicks haven't won a championship. It's been said ad nauseum in 53 years. They haven't been to the final when Sprewell and Houston and Camby went in 1999 against the same Spurs, but lost. So we expect them to perform well. It's going to be a difficult series. But I think the Knicks, with their seniority, their maturity, with their experience, against a very good and a team that's fearless, I expect the Knicks to prevail. I truly do. Truly do. So let's see what happens. Anthem is done. It's game time. It is game time. Gotta find somebody that can find the score so I can put the score up on the screen. Who are you guys picking to win game 2? You still expect the Knicks to win, or you're picking San Antonio to level the series? They're a really good team. They're a young team, but they're a good team. Young but good. It's always dangerous if you're the opposition. I'm trying to find the scoreboard, but it's not popping up. So I can run across the screen. Across the screen. The play announcement is coming up. I like how they turn the lights off and make it clearly dark. 8 p.m. kickoff, okay. Does that mean the game is up? Well, they're showing on JFF live TV, but the game is on, but the picture not coming through well, so that's a problem. JFF going to reimburse the people who bought the game? Or say hard luck? Which one are they going to do? Trying to pull up the score for the game, but it's not popping up. Let's go Gamecast. Sorry. I'm trying to put up the score, but it's not popping up. And they have a lot of videos here. Yeah, the game for Jamaica versus Panama is not showing well. It says live and people are watching, but the picture has frozen. 8 p.m. Jamaica time, so that's 9 o'clock. So game is not on there. It's 20 minutes. 20 more minutes for game time. Same team starting for Spurs: Fox, Champagny, Vassell, Kessel, and Wemby. Not surprising. To be expected. Let me see if I can find some place with the scores so I can put the scores up on the screen. Game 2 today. Mitch Johnson, it is his first finals as a head coach. He has a lot to learn. Let's see how well he does when he faces a very hungry Knicks team. Very hungry Knicks team. The Spurs look like they're up for tonight's game. If the Knicks win tonight, doesn't mean the series is over, but I expect them to win. We expect them to win. Showing you Wemby's stats. in games 4 and 6 against Oklahoma. He has played well in some games, and in some games he's looked tired. Last game against the Knicks in the fourth quarter, I think he was basically dead on his feet. We'll see how he does in this game. I'm trying to find the score someplace I can put on the screen, but it's not popping up. Brunson doesn't look like he's anywhere for the worst. He banged his knee the last game and looked like he was injured, but fast healer or recovers quickly, recovers well. Looking forward to this game tonight. If you hear something in the background, it's me trying to find where I can pull up the scores and just run on the screen. I did that the last game, but it's not popping up. But I'll just have to tell you the score as it goes along. If you're not at home, I can try to commentate. The Spurs have won the tip, or I would say the tap. Castle against Hart. Wemby is being guarded by Brunson. They're running pick and rolls. Here comes Vassell inside, out to Wemby driving. Really good pass out to Vassell for a 3. Booyah. Spurs up by 3. Really good ball movement. Wemby drive. Laid it off. Back out to Castle for a 3. And they're pressing full court. And Fox is guarding Brunson and pressing full court. So they're going to try to force the Knicks to take time off the clock and put more defensive pressure on them. Brunson against Brunson will up and booyah. Brunson with a score is 3-2 Knicks. And the Spurs are running. So they've come up with a different plan for this game. Wemby driving, they're running. Just early on, you can see some changes to their game. Going to the basket, that's Champagny, and he's fouled. So they're mixing up their game really early. Should be interesting, actually. Champagny at the line for 2 already. Spurs up 4-2 against the Knicks. 3-pointer by Vassell. And now a score by Champagny with 2 free throws. So if they have decided to press the Knicks full court, they want to tire Brunson out and try to turn him over. And they're using both Castle and Fox to guard him. Very, very, oh. The defense is very aggressive by the Spurs, extremely aggressive. Here comes Fox. Oh, got rid of... Yeah, Fox was all the way into the basket and missed a chippy. Brunson up the court. Out to Josh Hart. Back to Brunson with a 3. Got fouled on a 3-pointer. Good, smart play by Brunson. Might do this. I'm going to try to pull something up, actually. So you can see the score. See if I can pull it up. Trying to pull the score up. Knicks leading by 5-4 so far. I was trying to get the score from a professional source, but that didn't work out too well. Let me do this. Knicks 5, Spurs 5. We're in the first quarter. NBA Finals, Knicks versus Spurs. It's Castle outside to Fox. Brilliant move by Fox. Out to Vasa to Champagne with a 3. Bullseye. 8-5 to Spurs. Thing is not working. Knicks are having a tough time. Ball against the Knicks. The Knicks are not matching the intensity of the Spurs. They're very physical. They came out with a certain level of intensity, and we're not matching that. Spurs inside score again. It's 10-5 to Spurs. Really putting pressure on the Knicks. I apologize, people. I'm trying to get the score up so you can see the score as the game go along. I don't want to get ESPN in that mix. But it's not happening. I don't know why it's not coming off. Let me see if I can do it this way. I have to do it later on. The scores are not coming up. It's 13-7 Spurs. They are really putting it to the Knicks so far. Very aggressive. Josh Hart wide open. Don't want to shoot. Back to Brunson. Brunson get around his man. Faked him out. Out to Anunoby with a 3. Nothing but net. Anunoby has been shooting the 3 very good this year. Very, very good this year. Sorry, people. I got to get this in. I got to pull this over. I apologize, people. I need to get this score up. Play by places. Got to go all the way over. You know what? I'm going to take it off for now. Maybe I'll do it at halftime. It's not working. 13-10 Spurs. Here comes Castle. Inside. Blocked by Bridges. Picked up by Anunoby. Out to Brunson. He has his man. Vassell 1-on-1. Blocked out of bound by Vassell. And the crowd get excited. My score is not coming up on the board. Brunson should have faked him a while ago. Try to go straight up. That didn't work. I had a very good source the last time. I'm not sure what is happening. I think the way I did it was I did a screen share to bring it up. No, I did my homework. No, that's not true. I did my homework to get the scoreboard up. But I was trying to use another application to do it, and I didn't have enough time. It worked today. I had it up today. It worked. I tried it before I came on. It's just not behaving. So I'm going to leave it alone. You can get it from you can pay. I didn't want to pay for the source for the scoreboard, but I may have to pay for it. It's annoying. But maybe at halftime, I'll get done at halftime. I'll bring it up. I can do a screen share and do it, but I didn't want to do that. But maybe I'll do that actually until halftime. Oh, what a dunk by Wemby. Maybe in timeout, I'll try to get it done. Brunson up the court is 15-10 to the Knicks. Anunoby was wide open. Josh Hart wide open for the 3. Poor shot. Josh Hart 3-pointers have not been going well. And he's being left open. Here comes Castle. He misses. You think he was fouled. Brunson come to the court with a three. Bullseye. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Castle thought he was fouled the last play. Castle against Hart. Beat him off the dribble. Inside. Plays it out to Champagne. Back to Hopper. Go to the basket. And lays it in. Poor defense by the Knicks. 17-13 to the Spurs. Spurs started up like a house of fire. Knicks have come back. Aniobi to Bridges. Bridges out to Hart. The top of the key. Cat looking for someone to cut. No one is cutting. He finds Hart. Well, Hart is open. Go to the basket. Wemby's there. Out to shot by Cat. Misses. A three-pointer. Here comes Wemby. Top of the key. Looking to drive. Plays back out to Johnson, who's in the game. Wemby with a three. Misses. Rebound Hart. At 15 the last game. Coming up the court. Hart will get on the basket and see Wemby, and he turns back. Here come Bridges. Tries a pass got to his destination, but it wasn't a good pass. Here comes Aniobi. A Hart to Brunson to Bridges. He drives out back to Hart with a little floater, misses. And here comes the Spurs. Wemby's creating havoc in the paint. Foul against Castle and laid up and free throws. Wemby's creating havoc for the Knicks. They get in the paint and they see him and they turn back. Sometimes you have to go strong. Go and try to dunk. If he blocks it, he blocks it. You have to go strong. So at least who in the street camp people. Yeah. Now I'm gonna get it up. I can get it up. I want to get the right one though. Because what happens is I'm gonna get it up. I'm gonna get it up. I will get it up. Let me see if we can just put it up. I can do a share screen versus just trying to embed it actually. Yeah, I have it here. All right, this one may work. Oh, okay, so it's advertisement time. Let me try to do it now actually. This may be a good way to do it. That's a good one. Let's see if it works this time. All right. New York. What the hell? Okay. Now this should have worked better. So if you just join us, we are in the first quarter of the second game in the playoffs with the Knicks and the Spurs. Sorry, people. Trying to get the scores up for you. And Spurs are leading. Thing still is not working. Somehow it's not. Okay, let me take it down. It's not working. I will do it another way. There's always multiple ways to do things. So let me do it this way. Who are you picking to win tonight? You picking the Spurs or you picking the Knicks? Who do you are picking to win tonight? All right, I think I have it. Let's do a share screen. I'm going to do it that way. We're going to change it to make it more palatable and more digestible. See, I have to do this where I can reconfigure it. Where I can configure it where it shows better than this. This is not professional. So I have to get it where this ain't working for me either. But this is a score. This is very crude. Very, very crude. That will have to work for the time being until I can get this better. It's really too big on the screen, actually. 17-13 to the Spurs. No, Bunny's not playing Carter. Bunny's not there. Probably the long season. If you just join us, we're watching the Knicks versus the Spurs. Knicks are down by 4. Spurs came up very aggressive. Let's see if they can keep it up. Castle at the free throw line. Misses the first. Second free throw. He misses again. Ball tipped out of bounds. They say it's off the Knicks. It looked like Champagne tipped it out, but so the Knicks did. So ball to the Spurs. Come on, Knicks. You can't afford for them to get rebounds or a free throw. Foul against Towns. Not a smart foul. What a poor foul to give up at this point. And people have always talked about those fouls that he gave away, and that's not a smart foul. Jesus. You need to foul for Wemby. Ball went up. He went to get it. No, not a smart foul. Not a smart foul at all. You were never going to get that ball. So free throws. The Knicks are in the penalty already. That's pretty quick. Spurs up 18-13 first quarter. Free throw by Cornet. Knicks running after the miss. Here comes Shamet. He misses a layup. Here comes the Spurs. They're up 18-13. And it's Castle. Harper. Brilliant fake. Goes to the basket and dunks it. This kid is special. 2013 to the Spurs. Shamet has to make that it's an easy basket to lay it in. When you can dunk the ball, dunk it. That's my view. He beat Shamet really easy and went in. And Towns, he want to pick up another foul because he already has one. Can't afford to pick another one up. Bless up, Flash D. How are you doing? So it's 2013 Spurs. Knicks trying to inbounds the ball. Bridges on the right corner to Towns with a 3. Nothing but net. Towns is a brilliant basketball player. When a 7-footer can shoot a 3 like that, it shows that he played basketball, as like a guard. And this Harper for 3 misses. Towns with a rebound. All the way up to McBride. Shuffling out to Bridges, back to Towns. Towns to Brunson. Brunson to Shamet with a 3. Way off. Air ball. Picked up by McBride, who's got fouled. That was an air ball by Shamet, who's been shooting brilliantly in the playoffs. See substitutions come in. We are 4 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first half. And we're seeing a lot of substitutions already. Knicks inbound the ball. They're down by 4. Spurs came out with a lot of aggression, but Knicks have weathered the storm. And foul before the ball came in. Is that a foul? Spurs are very aggressive defensively. And I think they must have talked about that quite a bit. Ball out to Towns. Towns looking to pass to Bridges. To Brunson. They're very aggressive all the way up. I'm not sure if they call foul or out of bounds against Brunson. That's interesting. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he stepped out of bounds. Yep. The aggressive defense is bothering the Knicks. They need to also do their own form of aggression. Turnover by the Spurs. Here come McBride. On the left side, he has two trailers, Towns and Brunson, out to Towns, taking corner at 101. Drives on him, lays it in, and should have gotten a foul and didn't get the call. Spurs cannot stop Towns from diving to the basket. Here comes Fox against Bridges. Out to Harper, out to Vassell with a three, misses. Rebound by Bridges. And it's Brunson. Dancing, weaving. Should go to the basket. Brimby's out the game, and Brunson got tripped up, foul against the Spurs. Spurs are overly aggressive, but not smart. We're 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first half. In the first quarter, sorry. Knicks down by 2. It's a poor foul by Cornet. Robinson is in the game. As many of you know, Robinson broke his pinky finger. No one knows why. Well, I'm sure someone knows why, but they're not telling us. But he didn't break his finger playing basketball. This is Brunson driving and got fouled. Misses, didn't get called. Rebound Knicks to McBride, up again, misses. That's not a good shot by McBride. Didn't settle himself. Here comes the Spurs. This is Fox driving in the lane, being bottled up, looking to shoot, does and scores. There's no way he should score with 3 men around him. Spurs up by 4. But Knicks are in the game. Give him the Spurs start. Knicks are weathering the storm. The Shamat driving, looking to dunk. Oh, and that was not a good foul, actually. He got stuff going to the rim. Not stuff into the block shot, but blocked. Who did that? Was that Johnson? We are what? 3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first quarter, and Knicks have weathered the storm and only down by 4. I'm going to the line to shoot 2. The girls' game is on JFF Live. Owen. It's on JFF Live. So it only costs about $6 to subscribe to the channel, the JFF Live channel. Robinson with a free throw, and he made it first. And maybe the broken finger is his good luck charm to allow him to make free throws. He was shooting about 30-something% in the playoffs. And here comes the Knicks. They're down by 3. Shamat misses a free throw. And this is Harper, who's been brilliant in this series. And he's driving again, bounces off McBride. He's looking for the contact. Back to Harper, back to Vassell driving. Robinson tried to block it, but Vassell off the guard. Vassell off the window for the score. 24-19 to the Spurs. Brunson out to Shamat. There's a foul against Robinson. So the strategy now is to foul Robinson, which Boston does really, really well. And Cleveland did also. To foul Robinson to get him out of the game. Now, what the Knicks need to do is put Robinson with 2 minutes leaving the quarter. Where you can't, if you foul, then you have an option, right? You get the ball back. But when he's in the game, they're going to foul him because they believe that's a turnover because he doesn't make his free throws. Not good for the Knicks. If you're that good a basketball player, at some point you got to learn to make free throws. I mean, he shoots his ball really flat. There's no air on his shot. That's part of his problem. Zero air in his shot. Nada. So if you just join us, we are still in the first quarter of the NBA final, second game between the Knicks and the Spurs. Spurs leading 24-19. And Johnson doing a good job, it appears, of using his bench better this game, including giving Wendy early breaks because he was really tired the fourth quarter of the last game. By the way, if you want to watch the game between Jamaica and Panama for the Reggae Girls, the game is on JFF Live YouTube channel. So we are in the first quarter of this game. Spurs came out playing very aggressive defense. They've backed up a little bit since. And Knicks weathered the storm and are in the game. It's free? Well, if it's free, that's a good thing too. I didn't know they were bringing it free. I'm paying. So Owen, you going to any World Cup matches? Anyone in the chat going to any World Cup matches? I'm not. I have decided not paying those ticket prices at all. Way too expensive for me. Not doing that. I know I'm playing with this thing again. I'm messing up. Making a total mess of this thing. This is total mess. I'm going to take it down and redo it. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Robinson shooting free throws. His free throws, he ain't gonna make him in free throws. He just throw the ball. He's like he's throwing a baseball. He's not shooting a basketball. So they're gonna keep fouling him. I don't know why they put him back in the game. He's gonna just turn the ball over. Vassell to Fox with a 3. Nothing but net. Knicks down by 8. They gotta take Robinson out of the game. They're gonna keep fouling him. And yeah, they're gonna keep fouling him. Yeah, they're holding him. That's dumb by Mike Brown. That's very poor coaching. You got to take him out of the game. You had a timeout. You brought him back in. He can't shoot a free throw. He doesn't know what he's doing the free throw, and you put him back in the game. See, that's another turnover. You just had 2 turnovers because he's not hitting his free throws. That makes no sense, people. Not very smart, Mike Brown. Not very smart. Sorry. There's no arc on his shot. 0 arc on his shot. That's why he can't score. 0 arc. See? 0 arc. He got lucky. Bounced off the backboard. 0 arc on his shot. If you don't have any arc on your shot, it's kind of hard to score, isn't it? Oh, Lord. The Jamaican men are just, you guys are who you are. What can we say? You are who you are. Knicks down. Robinson hit both free throws. Wow. I guess he must have been practicing. They have confidence in him. So he's made 3 or 4. Here comes the Spurs. Fox is dancing. He's feeling himself tonight. He goes inside again and scores. Fox is feeling it. That's not a good omen for the Knicks. Okay, Fox start playing like he can play. It's a problem. Brunson coming to court. He's being challenged by Hopper. They're really pressuring him. He's dribbling too much. Pounding the ball and pounding the ball. Not let him bring the ball to the court. Give it to Bridges. He's pounding the ball and pounding the ball. Let somebody just bring the ball to the court. Run him off screens. We're going back to the old days of Brunson where we just have him pound the ball. The shot clock goes down and then you struggle to get off a good shot. So nowadays, 7 on the shot clock and he's dribbling again against Vassell. He's out there. It's going to be like 2 left before he can shoot it. He took a bad shot. That's not good basketball. It's not good basketball. Here they go again on the fast break and scored. That's not good basketball, Knicks. Brunson passed the damn ball. It's annoying. Watching you dribble. Pass the ball. The man is open. And you'll be trying to drive. Ball taken away from him. He got it back. The defense is bothering the Knicks. Good pass by Niobe to Robinson, who scores down low. Knicks down by 9. That defense is giving the Knicks a hard time. Down by 8, sorry. Here comes Fox again. Beat his man up the dribble. And Wemby's back in the game against Robinson. Look like he's going to drive. He wants to drive. And he's blocked by Niobe by the foul. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for the Knicks tonight because they're not playing smart. For a veteran team, they're not playing smart. Brunson taking bad shots after bad shots after bad shots. He did it last game, got away with it because they came back, but that's not the way to play basketball. Wemby misses a free throw. He's been missing a few free throws of late. Wemby with another free throw. And he makes it. Spurs up by 9. It's McBride. Brunson's still in. He gets his rest at the end of the first quarter. They're very physical. And they're allowing them to play. They're very physical. Knicks can't even get the ball down. The defense is really bothering them. And they turn it over. Or is it a timeout? Is it turn it over? I'm not sure what they call. The defense is getting to the Knicks. I think San Antonio will get tired second half. They're playing very aggressive. Like he has his hand, he's pushing him. They're allowing the game to be played physical, so the Knicks have to be more physical. Because those are fouls in the regular season. Man dribbling, you're pushing the man, it's a foul. Fox isolated, looking to shoot. Ball stolen by Brunson. To Shamet for a lane. Good defense by the Knicks. Poor turnover by Fox. Knicks down by 7. Knicks have to remain calm and composed. When a team is overly aggressive defensively, you have to use some fakes to get them out of their rhythm, but you also have to pass the ball quickly. Fox, 13 on the shot clock. 19 on the game clock. Fox drives to Wemby, wide open for the 3. He fakes and lays it in. Robinson took the bait. Embarrassing. Brunson, 10 seconds to go. He's been double teamed. You need to pass the ball, Brunson. Brunson with a 3. Wemby with a rebound. Brunson playing too selfish, people. Same like the last game. He was poor the last game until the last quarter. Playing too selfish. Pass the ball. It's not a one-man team. You have great help around you. Great fake by Wemby against Robinson. Put him on his knees and laid it in. They're allowing him to play, so they're not calling the fouls as they did in previous games. And the Knicks have to be very careful in terms of not being overly aggressive defensively. They have been very aggressive defensively, but Knicks can afford to be smart about how they're playing. So end of the first quarter, Spurs up by 9, 34-25. So if you give up 34 points in the first quarter, that's 136 points for the game. That's not good. Want to keep that under 110, 115. When you extrapolate the number. Knicks have to play smarter, though. Spurs are extremely aggressive. Extremely aggressive. Let me try this again. I'll try it one more time until I can get it. Right, so it says NBA. Let's bring this down. I'm going to try to get this, people. It kills me. Gotta get the scoreboard on the screen the way I want it. But it's not working. Not working. All right. So we try this. I'm going to get it. It's the last thing I do tonight. I'm going to get it. So bear with me. We're in advertising mode. Come on down. You're the first contestant on The Price is Right. Yep, we're going to get it. We're going to get it. So that's the scoreboard. That is the scoreboard. See if you're going to get it. We are going to get it. See? Finally. That is it. End of the first quarter. Knicks up. Or down by 9, I should say. Oh, I got to keep it this way. That's not good. Trying to be cute now, and that's not working either. Got to find a way to lessen this. Let's see how we can do this. We'll figure it out, people. That's what we're here to do. Live and learn. What the hell happened? Uh-oh. You know what? That's not good. It's playing stuff it should not be playing. Get myself in trouble. Get my thing banned. We're back. Towns to Shamet, wide open for the 3. Misses. Shamet not having his best game so far. Here comes Hopper. Out to Wemby. Back to Vass with Castle with another 3. Bullseye. 37-25 to the Spurs. Knicks having a tough shooting night. And the defense is aggressive. Defense is bothering the Knicks. That's a foul against Wemby against Cat a while ago. Cat with a 3. And good. Bullseye. Cat with his second 3-pointers. Knicks down by 9. Spurs are fouling a lot and the refs are not calling it. Castle trying to drive. Out to Champagne with a 3. Misses. Wemby with a rebound. Back to Castle. Out to Wemby. Wemby looking to drive. Out back to Castle. Fakes. Got Alvarado in the air. Looked like he got fouled, but it wasn't called. Alvarado wide open for the 3. Misses. And that's a foul against Anunoby. They're letting everything go. Everything go. Wemby against Cat. Wemby with a 3. Misses. Rebound to the Knicks to Anunoby. Spurs are going to get tired in the second half. I'm going to promise you that. They're playing too aggressive. Alvarado trying to find Towns. Send Towns low against Castle 1-on-1. Towns driving. Fouled. Free throw to the Knicks. We're in the second quarter. 10 minutes remaining in the half. San Antonio Spurs 37. Knicks 28. Castle went to the basket. Shamet went straight up. And Castle wanted to foul and didn't get it. They're allowing them to play. You talking about the basketball game, Cartisla, or you talking about the soccer game? Which game you talking about? Free throws to Towns. Makes the first. It's now 29-37. Knicks still in the game. They're not down double digit. They were down double digit at the end of the first half. So they're doing well. Relatively well, I should say. The defense is bothering them because it's very aggressive. Towns has 9 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 4 rebounds, having a very good game. Brunson has to play within himself. He's trying to do too much too early. Allow your teammates to get in the game. They're going to want to rebound and play defense, and then you can do what you do. Towns with another free throw. Makes it. Knicks down by 7. 37-30. Harper bringing the ball up against McBride, trying to beat him with the dribble. Does so. Trying to go into the lane. He does. Foul, offensive foul against Harper. Not sure what he did. We're curious to see what he did to create that. So he went behind his back. Oh, and then he uses his right arm to hit McBride in the face, actually. That's why they called it. Alvarado being pressured by Castle. The defense is suffocating. You can't even get over there. Alvarado beat his man nicely and going to laid up, and Wemby said, take that out of here. Don't bring any weak stuff in here. Blocked by Wemby. Alvarado is too small to be going into the Giants' land. Wemby is everywhere and anywhere. I think the Knicks have to dunk when they go to the basket. You can't go up in any light floaters. Towns going in and dunking. And showing the strength to Wemby. 37-32. Towns having a brilliant game. Here comes Harper again. Blocked by Towns. Picked up by the Knicks. To Anunoby. They have numbers. Anunoby looking to go to the basket. He does. Out to McBride with a 3. Misses. And here comes the Spurs. McBride not shooting well. Here comes Castle. Got fouled. Pulled down by Alvarado. And the bench is clear. I wonder if they're going to believe that this may be a flagrant. We'll see. McBride shooting is off in the latter round of the playoffs. So let's see what happens. He held his arm. I don't think it's the worst foul. And Jamaica has scored against Panama. A free kick that bounced and bounced and bounced, and keeper gave it the goal. Who is number 7 for Jamaica, people? I don't know. I don't know number 7. So Castle at the line. Knicks down by 6. Castle is 2 of 6 from the field with 10 points. He hasn't been shooting well in the series, but his defense has been stellar. And he makes a free throw. 39-32 to the Spurs. Alvarado bringing the ball up the court. Starks against Wemby. At the McBride. Should go back to Starks. Starks down to Cat. And Cat is having a field day. They cannot use any short players to guard Cat. They can't use Castle to guard Cat. Cat is just mauling them. He's mauling whoever they put on him. Just got to stay out of foul trouble. And I'm not sure why Wemby's not going at Cat. Here comes Castle off the screen. He's in the lane looking to shoot. Misses. Cat with a rebound. Fend off Wemby. Out to Hart. Hart coming up. Need to find Cat looking to shoot. Fakes Wemby. Fakes out Wemby. Out to McBride. Need to go back into Cat. Cat needs to go in the low post. Long shot by McBride. McBride not shooting well and taking bad shots. Taking really bad shot, not shooting well. I'm not sure why he's doing that. Trying to find Wemby down low. Here comes Josh Hart. He has Alvarado on his right. He decided not to go inside. Wemby is not back. Why wouldn't you have tried to take it from there? Cat from way downtown. Not a good shot by Cat. Knicks taking some really bad shots. Here comes Fox. Again, got fouled by Alvarado. Referee didn't call it. They allow him to go in. He scores and won. The referee should have called it the first time. He was fouled like 3 or 4 times. Spurs by 7. Yeah, he got fouled numerous times. I'm not sure why they wouldn't have called that. They allowed him to get the n1. That was a clear foul on Fox way early in the shot clock. Fox playing better tonight. He already has 7 points. More than he had the last game. Wemby's also being rested. So they're trying to give Wendy a lot of breathing room. We should bring Brunson back in the game and go straight to the basket. Just go to the basket at will. They have nobody to block shots. Spurs up by 8. And Brunson getting a long rest. And so is Bridges, by the way. Alvarado and Castle is just pressuring him. Josh Hart against Fox. Back to Alvarado. We're not moving enough. Look, we're just standing up. We're not moving. So then he has nowhere to go with the ball. Alvarado got fouled by Castle. Not a smart foul. On a 3-pointer. Not a smart foul. And Alvarado should be saying, and Towns is lecturing him, but that's you guys' fault. You're leaving him out there to be pressured by Castle. You're not helping him. You're not giving angles to get the ball to you. Smart play by Alvarado, though. He was going nowhere. Faked it. And Castle ran into him. Didn't give him the room. You can use the overly aggression by the Spurs against them because they're extremely aggressive. Cassie's now out the game. Alvarado make the 1 of 2. 42-35 to the Knicks. Knicks are in the game. So long as you keep it on a 10 and you're away from home, you're in good stead. And Brunson getting a long rest. He's been out since the end of the first quarter. And we only have 7 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Alvarado misses the second. He's getting a lot of playing time in this quarter. Bridges is back in the game. McBride is out. McBride is having a tough series. Alvarado makes 2 of 3. Made 2 of 3. 42-36. Fox bringing the ball up. Now that Cassie's out the game. Beat Alvarado off the dribble, going to the basket. Towns there to meet him. Fox stops, shoots, rebounded by Hart. And Josh Hart is a rebounding demon. Back to Towns. Towns should just go in the low post. There's nobody to guard him. Cornet cannot guard him. Alvarado trying to direct traffic. Down low to Towns. Towns has it. Going up. Out to Bridges. Bridges with a 3. Bullseye. Bang. Knicks down by 3. Timeout to the Spurs. Knicks are back in this. And Towns is having a big time game. Brilliant pass by Towns out to Bridges. Was wide open for the 3. All the Spurs congregated around Cat. And Cat, brilliant pass out to Bridges, who made no mistake. Knicks are back into this. Spurs are thought off strong. They're rotating their team pretty well, though, to make sure they have energy in the fourth quarter because they're playing extremely hard. And at some point, you can only keep up that intensity. As in the Jamaica game, it's the same thing. Everybody's having hydration break nowadays. Soccer is getting to the 21st century. If the Knicks win, New York are good again. I would agree with that. Well, New York is good already, but the Knicks would just enhance that. Definitely enhance that. Knicks are playing well. If you're away from home, you're down by 3 after weathering the storm and the intense and aggressive defense by the Spurs. Spurs got to be concerned. Oh, Faye Elton in this crowd? Okay. Maybe she traveled with a team. I saw about 5 or 6 Jamaicans in the crowd. Good is relative. Who's relative? So we're in the second quarter, 7+ minutes remaining. Knicks down by 3. And looking better and better. Knicks are in this game, and that's a good thing. Very, very good thing. Let's see if I can pull the score up again. We're going to try it again. Let's see how this works. And do it this way. All right, let's do it this way, people. That's better. We have 7 minutes remaining, or 6:49. Knicks down by 5 now. The Spurs just scored. It's Fox top of the key. Robinson back in the game. And that's Harper in for the lane. Knicks down by 5. Brunson's back in. Bridges is in. Along with, so they're trying to use Brunson and Cat on different teams. Make sure we have at least a designated scorer on the floor. We haven't got a lot of scoring from Anunoby so far. Brunson driving, having problems passing the ball. Anunoby had Josh Hart open, decided he doesn't want to pass the ball to him and turns it over. He should pass the ball. He had Josh Hart wide open the top of the key and trying to do something individually. He was wide open. Pass the ball to him. The Spurs defense is bothering the Knicks because the Knicks are not playing smart. Fox against Hart. Fox beat him off the dribble. Also beat Robinson. And try to lay it in. Misses at the rim. Here comes Brunson. Brunson beating Fox. Good screen by Robinson. Brunson refused. Brunson went to the basket and then passes it out. The Knicks getting layups and refusing to take the layups. I don't understand this. Vassell with a bad shot. Rebound by the Knicks. Out to Bridges, out to Brunson. A while ago, Brunson turns it over again. Brunson's just not having... He's playing like he did in the first game. Blocked by Anunoby. What a brilliant block against Vassell. Here comes Josh Hart. Over to Bridges. Bridges wide open for the 3. Bullseye. Brilliant block by Anunoby. Ball out to Hart to Bridges for the 3. Knicks down by 2. Fox beat Brunson on the dribble. Out to Harper with a 3. Misses. Cornet out of bounds. Ball to the Knicks. What a block by Anunoby. Wow. Brilliant block. And then Bridges with a wide open 3-pointer. Spurs still aggressive defensively, but Knicks are weathered the storm, and the unicorn is back in. The alien is back in. Josh Hart turns it over, trying to dribble against Vassell. And Knicks have to be smarter. Let me give it back to Hart. So it's come over. Vassell picked his pocket, and Hart was smart enough to block him off. And then Vassell kicked it out of bounds. And Hart actually tripped him, Hart actually tripped him. I wonder if they're going to challenge that. They're going to challenge it. Yeah, Hart tripped him. And that's going to be probably that's not good on Josh Hart, actually. He did trip him. So they will win the challenge. And Josh Hart going to be called for the foul. Not smart move by Josh Hart. The ball was going out of bounds anyway. Yeah, he tripped him. He wouldn't have gotten the ball. It was going out of bounds, but he tripped him. There's a clear pad foul too, so they probably shoot 2 and the ball. He definitely tripped him. He acted like he turned away from him, but he did trip him. Towns giving Hart a lecture. Towns is having a brilliant game. We have 5 minutes and 12 seconds still in the second quarter. Knicks down by 2, but I assume here they will overturn the call a foul against Hart, breakaway foul, and they'll get 2 shots on the ball. That's my prognostication. They're taking a long time to decide, though. One of they're saying, well, he wouldn't have gotten the ball anyway, so let's see what they come up with. So flagrant foul, penalty 1. Yep. Poor decision by Josh. So he gets a foul. They get 2 shots and the ball. The defense is giving the Knicks a hard time, and the Knicks got to find ways to get the ball up the court without so much dribbling. Just pass the ball. Just move off the ball and pass the ball. You don't have to dribble the ball all the way up the court. So Vassell get 2 free throws, and the Spurs will get the ball back. Made both free throws, and the Spurs will retain possession. Vassell having a tough game so far, at least offensively. But everybody in the Spurs are playing well defensively. And yet the Knicks are only down by 4. They had a chance to tie with Josh Hart creating a 4-point play, and Hart is now out the game. Shamet is in for him. Ball out to Wembanyama against Robinson. Wemby looking to drive. Robinson, good defense. Ball out to Champagny. Misses. Rebound by the Spurs. Keep it there. There's a foul against the Knicks. A lot of bodies there. Spurs are very aggressive in the rebounding. Trying to go for the offensive rebound. Looks like it's a foul against Shamet. And probably that was against Johnson. Uh-oh. tangle between Robinson and technical foul against Robinson, tangling up with Knicks losing their cool against Wemby. Not sure what happened there. So let's see what happened. He stood behind. He's trying to push him off the block. I don't know what that is. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. That is total nonsense. I have no idea what it's a technical foul. So he pushed him, so what? Call a foul. That's not a technical foul. What the hell was that about? Knicks made some really bad decisions in the last minute or so. He pushed him off the block. Wemby pushed him back. So why is that a technical foul? I have no idea what they're doing. Just talk to him and tell him to cut it out. Knicks playing good defense, stolen by Anunoby, going to the court, going to the basket, got fouled 2 or 3 times in that whole sequence. Anunoby's defense is really, really good. He's not involved in the offense, but his defense is exceptional. Exceptional defensive player. He plays the lanes really good, and then he's going to the basket, and no one is stopping him. Anunoby has 2 free throws, made the first. Knicks down by 4. With all the shenanigans that have occurred in the first half, Knicks are only down by 4. And going to be down by 3 now. Anunoby makes the next free throw. Anunoby's 2 of 3. He needs to shoot more. Could be 8 point. Knicks down by 3. You'd think the Spurs are up by 10 the way the game was going. Knicks stepping up their defense. And it's Harper against Shamet. Top of the key. Out to Champagny. Champagny drives. Trying to go high to Victor. Victor is fouled. And if that's against Towns, that's his second. Or is that against Anunoby? Maybe Anunoby. So they drive to the basket and just throw it up for Wemby to get it. Yeah, that was Anunoby. Man, he's too tall for you, Anunoby. Way too tall. I think Towns has to drop off there with the expectation that the lob would have been there. Wemby misses the first. Wemby's been missing his free throw of late. That's not like him. He's a very good free throw shooter. Not a free throw to Wemby. If you just join us, we are in the second quarter of the second game of the NBA Finals. 4:28 remaining in the quarter. Knicks down by 4. And they've had some interesting development in the games. A couple of technicals. Our one bad foul by Josh Hart, tripping Vassell. Then a technical call against Robinson. And here comes Brunson out to Shamet. Shamet driving. And Knicks don't want to shoot from outside. They're moving the ball a lot, though. Out to Bridges for the 3. Knicks ball movement is exceptional. They're running rings around Wemby. They drive and kick, just drive and kick. I'm sure that's what they worked on. That should be offensive foul against Wemby. It wasn't. Johnson with a 3 misses. Good block out by the Knicks. Rebound by Towns. Up to Bridges. Bridges out to Shamet. Shamet driving around Wemby and lays it in. And Knicks have come back to take the lead. Unbelievable. Given the sequence of the game so far. Harper against Shamet. Drives. Good pressure by the Knicks. He shoots, misses. Got his own rebound. Out to Wemby. Driving out to Vassell for a 3 and a foul. And poor defense by Brunson. That's a 4-point play. Good ball movement by the Spurs. But Knicks have to get those offensive rebounds. Yeah, he did hit him in the head. Not good defense by Brunson. And Brunson complaining, it's a foul. You can't hit the man, whether it's hit his hair or his head or whatever. Brunson not having a good first half at all. Free throws made by Vassell, and they're pressing full court. Brunson bringing the ball up. Good move by Cat. Brilliant drive by Brunson going to the basket. And again, Wemby got bamboozled. Here comes De'Aaron Fox against Bridges. Pick set by Wemby. Fox driving to the basket. Out back to Vassell. Vassell driving. Cat is there. Rebound to the Knicks. Shamat has it. Out to Brunson for three. Misses. I was going to say bullseye. Wemby slowing it down. Spurs up by 1. 2:33 remaining. Wemby against Cat. Come on, Cat. Don't do a foolish foul. Fox trying to drive. Wemby rolls off Cat. Cat against Champagny. Trying to take him to the basket. Shot by Vassell. Misses. Rebound to the Knicks. To Brunson. Brunson is off. Looking around. Out to Anunoby. Anunoby around Wembanyama. But Wembanyama forces him to go on the other side of the basket. Misses. But out of bounds off Wemby to the Knicks. 2:07 remaining in the quarter. San Antonio 52. Knicks 51. It's hard to get around Wemby, but the Knicks is making a good deal of it. Finding ways to create opportunities so they can score. I think the Knicks are in a really good place. Now, the Spurs have done a better job this game of resting players and getting them in and out of the game. But they've been so aggressive defensively in the first 2 quarters. I wonder if they're going to have enough energy left when they get to the fourth quarter. So, 2 minutes remaining, or 2:07 remaining. Spurs won the first quarter, 34-25. And Knicks are winning the second quarter, 26-18. Spurs are not a good shooting team, as is very shown here, because they only scored 18 in the quarter so far. Not a very good shooting team. And that, if you give them opportunities and give them space, yes, but the Knicks are very good defensively. By the way, for those of you interested in the Jamaica versus Panama game, the women's Reggae Girls, they're leading by 1-0. There is no Spencer playing. There's no Spence playing. There's no Bunny Shaw playing. So it's basically an experimental team. I don't see Swaby either. One Swaby. I only see a whole different defense. They have a lot of players, which is good. Should be interesting though as the game progresses as to whether or not Knicks can wear down this team. Knicks is a very well rested team. They've only played 1 game in the last 12 days or so, so they should have a lot of energy remaining, especially in the fourth quarter. It's halftime of the game between Jamaica and Panama. Jamaica leading by 1-0. And the basketball game, the Knicks versus Spurs. The Knicks are down by 1, I should say. Even giving away 2 technicals so far in the first half. A flagrant foul by Josh Hart, tripping Vassell, and a foul Robinson against Wemby. I'm kind of surprised when Robinson was back in the game They didn't foul him right away. I mean, he hit 3 or 4, so that may have negated that. So we're back. Knicks with the ball, trying to get it inbounds. Spurs are aggressive. Ball to Brunson in the corner against Champagny. He's going to try to abuse him. He's backing him down. And he turns it over. Not smart play by Brunson. Brunson's having a tough quarter. A tough half, I should say. Fox against Bridges. Good defense by Aniobi. Shot misses. Rebound by Cat. Brunson again to Cat. Cat back to Brunson. Top of the key. Or the left side of the key. Brunson holding the ball too long. Needs to move the ball. Cat. Back to Brunson. Out to Shamat. Back to Cat. Back to Aniobi with a 3. Misses. Brunson's got to move the ball. He's killing the ball. Turnover against Spurs. Really bad pass by Wemby. Brunson has to move the ball quicker. It's very tough to score in this series. These two teams are very good defensively. Brunson against Hopper. Cat has it against Champagny. Take him down the low post, Cat. Cat has the ball against Champagny. Just take him down the low post and just beat him up. No need to be cute on top of the key. You can't shoot a 3. You're 7 foot against a 6'4" player. Knicks still down by 1. No team has scored in the last minute. 109 remaining in the, or 58 seconds remaining in the half. Brunson, Cat to Brunson. Brunson all the way in the basket and saw Brunson shot, misses. Brunson's having a horrible first half. No different from the last game. Here comes Johnson. That's an offensive foul. Yep, it is. Good move by Brunson to get in his way. Brunson needs to stop shooting. He's taking so many shots and his teammates are not getting involved. Here comes Brunson against Vassell. They're putting a lot of pressure on Brunson. He's not getting an easy shot. He's going to the basket. Down low, back out to Cat. Cat against Wemby. They just need to move on that Wemby drive. Good pass by Cat into Bridges for the score. Knicks up by 1. Here comes Fox. Off to Johnson. Good defense by Bridges. Wemby against Cat, driving. And turns it over to Brunson. Brunson come up the court. Wemby try to steal it off him. Brunson waving them away. 2 second difference between the shot Cat and game clock. Brunson to Bridges. Bridges to Cat. Cat for 3. Bullseye. Knicks up by 4. And Knicks is now taking charge. Here comes Fox. Going around Bridges. Misses. End of the half. End of the first half. Knicks are taking over. And Cat is playing like a demon. Brunson's only 3 of 11. So Brunson is now 15 of 41 or 42 in the series. Not shooting well and still jacking it up. Get your teammate. Bridges playing well. Cat playing well. They should be the one shooting. Don't overdo it, Brunson. You're not shooting well. Cat is playing brilliantly. He's been the best player in the season, in the series so far. And then he's off with a 3. Nothing but net. So let's look at some first half stats. First half stats. Josh Hart hasn't scored a basket. 0 of 2. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Only played 10 minutes. Had some foul trouble. So did Castle. Aniobi, 7 points, 2 of 5. It's 40%. 1 of 3 from 3-point range. He has 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. So he's playing well. Towns is 6 of 8. 3 of 5 from 3-point range. 13, he has what? 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and the most important stat, 1 personal foul. Bridges, 11 points, 4 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3-point range, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He only has 1 personal foul. And Brunson, who I believe needs to move the ball more, is only 3 of 11. So he's not been shooting well in the series at all. 1 of 3 from 3-point range. He has 3 free throws. He has 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He has 3 turnovers. So he has as many turnovers as shots made. Shamet, who's had an interesting game. He's 2 of 5. Shot an air ball. And all of these individuals apart from McBride are positive in their plus minus. McBride didn't have a good half. He was 0 of 3. Played 10 minutes. And he had 0 of 2 from 2-point range. He had a rebound and an assist. Robinson was 1 of 1 field goal. 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Robinson was -9 in plus minus. If you look at the plus minus, Cat is 13 and Bridges is 9. So they're playing really, really well. Clarkson didn't get a run. Alvarado did. So he's not going deep in his bench. It's normal 8-man rotation. Now let's see the Spurs numbers. Champagny, 8 points, 2 of 3 free goals. And Champagny in the first game was 5 of 6 from 3-point range. Hasn't shot as much tonight. But a lot of Spurs players are pluses. So where does the minus come from? Vassell is 2 of 3. I thought Vassell had more misses than that. And he has 5 points and 3 assists. Wemby is 2 of 4. So he's only taking 4 shots. Wow. He's 2 of 4. He has 5 points. He's got to do more. And 4 rebounds. Castle is 2 of 6. He hasn't shot well in the series so far. He only played 9 minutes also. He had foul problems. And he has 5 points and 2 assists. Fox, who's played much better in this game, he's 4 of 5 from the field. I could have sworn Fox missed more than 5 shots, more than 1 shot. He has 9 points. Hopper is 2 of 3. So Spurs have shot well. What's their shooting percentage? It's not coming up. But most of the players have shot over 50%, apart from Castle. So Knicks must be out-rebounding them then. How much rebound does Spurs have? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Let's see how much the Knicks have. Knicks must have a lot more rebounds than that. Knicks have 3 and 3, 6, 13, and 6, 19, 20, 21. Yep, got to be the rebounds. Because apart from Cat shooting 6 of 8, Brunson's 3 of 11, and McBride is 0 of 3. So those 2 guards are 3 of 14. So they haven't shot well. But at the end of the first half, the Knicks, who were down by 9 in the first quarter, outscored the Spurs by 13 in the second quarter to be up by 4. I'm going to take a 1-minute break, as I normally do. And we'll have an interlude of music, and I'll be back in a jiffy. And I'm sure Madison Square Garden, and the Knicks is having a blast. Give me 1 second. See some nice musical interlude. It sounds so good, we're going to do it twice. If I was a DJ or a rapper, I'd rap to this. East and cease and second come again. Bless up. What the hell happened to my screen? Something happened to my screen, people. Not sure what happened. All right, let me take this down. Oh, I see what happened. All right, so we're back live. That was the end of the first half. Knicks leading the Spurs 56-52. Good game so far. Better, I believe, in terms of from the first game. I think the Knicks have been better than they played in the first game. But I still think Brunson has to play better. If we're to win the series and win this game, he has to think about, how do I get my teammates involved pretty early in the quarter? And I can take over the end of the quarter and over in the fourth quarter. But the way he's playing, he's taking bad shots. Now, it's difficult for the Knicks against the Spurs because when Wemby's in the game, you can't get to the basket. You just can't. It is what it is. He's just so tall, so athletic, so aware. It's very difficult to do. But we have to find ways to do so. A pity I can't hear the halftime commentary by Shaq, Kenny, Charles, and Ernie. Be curious to what they have to say. But in my view, for the Spurs to win this game, Wendy has to be more involved. He only has 4 points. That is not going to do it. You can't be the main person and you only take 4 shots. Is it that the defense is that good? Is that your team is not finding you? They have to find ways to get him down in the low post if they want to come back and win this game. For the Knicks, keep on doing. Apart from Brunson and McBride, who needs to improve his play, the Knicks are in good stead. Bridges playing brilliantly. We're not seeing Anunoby is not getting a lot of shots offensively. And when he gets to the basket like he normally does, Wemby's there. But he's been great defensively. We have to move the ball quickly because they're very aggressive. And they're going to have Cassidy in the second half, who's going to be very aggressive as it relates to him pressuring Brunson. So Brunson needs to move the ball. Cat is a plus 13. And Shamet is a plus 10. And Bridges a plus 9. And that's reflected in their score, actually, and how they've played, both offensively and defensively. So we need Brunson to step up and play within himself. Don't overdo it. You don't need to overdo it. This team is good enough. You don't need to overdo it. At all. No need to overdo it. And if you're watching the Jamaica game, Jamaica is still halftime. Jamaica against Panama. Jamaica leading the game by 1-0. By the way, in that game, Jamaica is a better team. Clearly the better team. We are going towards the second half of this thrilling and enthralling NBA Finals Game 2 between the Knicks and the Spurs. Knicks leading at a half by a score of 56-52. After being down by 9 in the first quarter, they have come back to outscore the Spurs by 11 in the second quarter. So we're well poised for a thrilling second half. And this probably has been the most interesting finals, NBA Finals, in a long, long time. So many storylines, so much interest. The main one being the Knicks having a chance to win a championship after not winning for 53 years. But everything has to come to an end. So maybe it's this time, this team, this moment to bring it home. And the way they played in the first half and weathered the storm, the aggressive defense by the Spurs, suggests they do have a chance to win this game. So looking forward to the second half. By the way, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Trying to get more people to be interested in the basketball and watch the basketball. Can't just do Jamaica Soccer 24/7. I wonder if you're a Spurs fan. Are you Spurs fan? How are you feeling? Now they have won another championship. They won what? About 5 on a Popovich. So they have been pretty fortunate for a very small market. But you came into the series having beaten Oklahoma, who were the perennial favorite, and you started the favorite in this series, and now it's not looking as great as it did before. At all. So looking forward to the second half. If the Knicks win this game, it's going to be very difficult for the Spurs to beat the Knicks 4-5. It's not impossible, but it's going to be difficult. I can't tell when last a team has been down 2-0 and has come back to win a series. They're showing a dog on a ball. That's interesting. Can a dog dribble? So let me see if I can get the scoreboard back up. Let's see if I can bring it back up. What do you mean almost? My Arsenal team won. Arsenal won the Premier League. That's not almost. They almost won the Champions League. That's 1. Jamaica almost made the World Cup. That's 2. So if my Knicks win, I'm going to be 2-2. It wouldn't be almost. Jamaica should have made the World Cup, and Arsenal should have won the Champions League. Even though PSG was a better team, Arsenal should have won. They had a chance to win. Mascara didn't create that foul. They probably would have won. Not this Knicks team, though. They have won 12 straight. So we can't say this Knicks team are known for blowing lead. They did against Indiana last year in the first game. And they did so against Atlanta in one of the games. But apart from that game against Atlanta, they have been dominant. And they have come back from deep deficits to win games. Yep, Arsenal did win, finally, after 4 years and 5 years of trying, coming second 3 times. They broke the jinx. Wasn't an easy way to get over the line. They didn't make it easy. And Man City choked. Why is no one saying Man City choked? Why am I hearing that Man City choked? Yeah, but that was then. This is now. Why no one said Man City choked? They were coming after us. They drew with Everton. After all, should have lost that game. And they drew with Bournemouth. So they choked. I am looking forward to the second half of this game, though. Knicks playing well, coming back from a large first quarter deficit to take the lead at halftime. Now, the Spurs will have rested Wembanyama really well. And I would expect that given that he is well rested, he'll have a lot more energy for the second half. So we're getting ready to start the third quarter. Knicks leading by 4, 56 to 52. I don't know how they gave that foul to the technical to Robinson. That doesn't make any sense to me. Seriously. But Wemby didn't shoot that well in the first half, and he made quite a bit of mistakes too. So we're going to start the second quarter. Let me do this. That's the score line. Knicks with the ball. Spurs Started the first half with the ball. Into Towns. Towns has Wemby one-on-one. Back to Brunson. Brunson to Towns, and really good play by Fox. Almost came up with a steal. Brunson got to move the ball quicker. He's taking forever to do the same thing over and over again. Move the ball quicker, Brunson. Wemby can't guard Cat. They should just get the ball to Cat against Wemby. Wemby can't guard him. Brunson with a three. Misses. Cat with a rebound and lays it in. He's just mauling Wemby. He's taking him to school. Wemby cannot deal with Cat. It's man against boy. Boy is very good, but it's man against boy. Knicks up by 6. Castle against Hart. Good play by Towns to pressure Castle. He throws it away. And foul against, looks like it's against Cat, actually. See, that's where Cat can't get those fouls. That makes no sense. Not a good foul. If that's on Cat, not a good foul at all. Brunson stole it. Trying to find Champagny. Brunson against Champagny. Out to Hart. Back to Towns. And you'll be driving. Back to Towns. Trying to shoot. Decide not to. Over Wemby. Rebound to Vassell. Wemby's so tall, it's hard to get shots over him. Champagny looking to shoot. All the way up to Vassell. Aniobi against Wemby. Wemby with a shot. And he scores. Good shot by Wemby. That wasn't the best shot. Off balance, but he made it. Knicks up by 4. Hart, top of the key. Out to Bridges. Bridges driving. Out to Aniobi for the 3. Bullseye! Aniobi's been shooting the 3 light out throughout the entire playoff. That's Champagny against Aniobi. And he blocks it. Aniobi doesn't play defensively, people. He's ridiculous. Aniobi is a brilliant defensive player. He was second team All-NBA defensive team. I think he should be first team. You can't get around him. And his three-point shooting is ridiculous. Cat has Wemby in the low post. Cat against Wemby. And he turns it over. Not sure what Cat was trying to do. Vassell. Blocked by Hart. Picked up by Brunson. He got fouled by Champagny. Knicks are really bothering the Spurs defensively. Knicks by 7. Really bothering the Spurs defensively. They can't get any easy shots. Look, Cassie in the lane, he hooks Hart. And yet Hart was able to still block the shot. That defense by the Knicks is suffocating. Brunson against Castle. Hart against Wemby. He should shoot it. Decide not to. Back to Brunson. Brunson back to Hart. Hart with a 3. Way off. The line drive brick. All right, stop shooting, Hart. We've seen enough. You have no confidence in that shot. Fox again. Wemby with a 3. Misses. Rebound to Hart. And he charges upfield to Brunson. Brunson against Wemby. The long 3. Nothing but net. Get a TO, baby. Get a TO, as Vicky would say. Get a TO. Knicks up by 10. Get a TO, baby. Timeout to the Spurs. Knicks 6-4. Spurs 54. I think the Spurs look like they're overmatched at the moment. And Wemby looks a little bit lost. Knicks are looking good, people. Looking good. Looking good and getting better. Looking good. Looking good. Getting better. Playing well. You can't ask for more. You cannot ask for more. We are in the third quarter. Knicks start off an 8-2 run. So if you go from the first half where the Spurs were up by 9, that means the Knicks have outscored them by 19 points in 2 quarters and about almost 3 minutes. Or a quarter and 3 minutes, I should say. So in the last 17, 18 minutes, the Knicks have outscored them by 19 points. Not a good look for the Spurs. They're struggling offensively. They need to get Harper in the game, actually. Because Castle is not a good scorer. Vassell, to me, is an okay scorer. Champagny, if he's not getting the 3, has a tough time. Fox has not played up to his capability. So, and Wemby is having a tough time with Towns, who's taking him to school. Literally taking him to school. It's interesting. So a quick timeout by San Antonio. First 2 minutes and 40 seconds, they call a timeout because they're under the cosh, as they say in the UK. They're under pressure. New York is getting more and more ecstatic. If New York wins tonight, Spurs will have a very difficult time coming back to win 4 or 5 games. That's not impossible, but much more very difficult. Very, very difficult. But we'll see what happens. So I'm seeing Jamaica play against Panama, and they're a better team than Panama. It's very obvious. And one thing they're trying to do, I guess that's a norm in Jamaica nowadays, trying to play possession football. Not just kicking the ball down the field. The goalkeeper is a little bit suspect, but a lot of players are decent players. And it's a makeshift team. I don't see the Van Santen sisters. There is no Jody Brown. There is no Bunny Shaw. Swaby sisters are not there. So I guess he's using an experimental side in this game. And then maybe the next game, because it's a 2-game series, use the more regular players. So here we go. Game resumes. Knicks up by 10 and with the ball. Cat, top of the key with Wemby. Brunson against Castle. Took Cat. Almost stolen by Castle. Brunson turns over again. Doing too much with the ball. Get the ball out of your hands, Brunson. Fox with the score and the foul. Brunson keep turning the ball over. He must have about 4 or 5 turnovers already. Get the ball out of your hands, Brunson. You're driving too deep into traffic. You're making mistake after mistake after mistake. Knicks are winning despite you, not because of you. That should never be the case. And Fox playing much better tonight. He has 14 points tonight, 6 of 10. He had 7 in the first game, was 3 of 13. Brunson needs to play better. Brunson is not playing well. I've been saying that for all night, actually, and said it in the first game, too. Fox scored a 3-point play, Knicks up by 7. Brunson trying to do too much. Why are we having him bring the ball up against Castle? Why somebody else can bring the ball up? And Cat almost picked up an offensive foul trying to pick off Castle. And Castle is hounding him. And he's dribbling, not going anywhere. Out to Shamet. Wide open, should have shot. Bridges with a 3. Nothing but net. Bridges having a brilliant game. I think that's his 4 3-pointers. Knicks up by 10 again. Bridges is playing brilliantly. Got to get the ball out of Brunson's hands sooner. Taking too long. Fox driving. Good play by Bridges to block him off. Fox dancing on top of the key. Good play by Towns to cover that pick. Fox wide open. Offensive foul against Wemby. Knicks are riled up. Wemby trying to set a pick and then float to the basket. It was a moving screen. He just took out Bridges. Yeah, that's poor by Wemby. Wemby looked like he's too tall. He's getting his own way. Hey, Jargons, how you doing? Brunson bringing the ball up. Good play by Shamat to set a screen. Champagne fight over the screen. You're taking too long, Brunson. You're dribbling. Shamat wide open out to Towns. Towns driving. Out to Shamat with a 3. And shot clock violation. Brunson is dribbling down the clock too much. He's taking too much time on the clock for no reason. Pass the ball. He dribbled. When he had nowhere to go, he tried to make a play at the end of the play. Pass the ball. Castle trying to drive against Anunoby. Out to Wemby for the dunk. Knicks coming back down. And Shamat to Brunson. He can take Champagne off the dribble, Brunson. Stop holding the ball. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson against Champagne. He almost turns it over. Have him in the post. Brunson out to Shamat. Wide open for the 3. Bullseye. Knicks up by 11. Now, if they do double Brunson, somebody's got to be open. Fox against Bridges. Good screen by Wemby. Fox roll off. Has Brunson isolated. Champagne wide open is vastly misses. Wemby's there, tipped in by Castle. Knicks need to get that rebound. Spurs down by 9. Bridges dribbling up the court. Trying to get a timeout. Looked like he got fouled. Thought he was trying to get a timeout. Spurs making some changes. Harper is in. Johnson is in. Let's see what happened here. Wemby is right behind. And Castle came from over Anunoby's back. I'm not sure why that's not a foul. Cat against Wemby one-on-one. Needs to face him up and take him to the basket. Yep, that's what he did. And he plays through the contact and showed them the power. Cat is having a monster game. Here comes Harper against Brunson. Dancing. Out to Wemby. Back to Castle. Castle trying to find Wemby high up. And Wemby tried to shoot it. Misses it. And foul call against Cat. I'm not sure that was a foul. That's a bad call. He jumped into Cat. That's an awful call, actually. That's an awful call. I'm not buying that call. That's a bailout call. Let's see what happens. He's over Cat's back. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. That's a poor call. That's a poor call. That's not a foul. What's Cat supposed to do? Run up the basket and leave him? That's an awful call. Wemby with his first free throw. Makes it. So Spurs down by 10. Wemby with another free throw. The next game is Monday. Game 3 at New York. And the place should be rocking. Wemby with another free throw. Yeah, and he misses another free throw. He's been missing his free throws. Bridges double team coming out of the double team. Out to Cat. Cat to Bridges against Wemby. Into Cat. Cat lays it in. They call an offensive foul against Cat. Is that Cat's fourth? Knicks call timeout, and Mike Brown is not happy. Let's see what happened. Cat got it. Played to, then running off Castle. Castle is holding him. And Cat does the nonsense he does. He held his arm. He didn't really hold it that long, though. Cat liked to lock you in. Didn't make any sense in doing that. Here comes the Spurs. Out to Hopper. Hopper for three. Johnson, tough rebound. Over Anunoby and puts it back in. Anunoby has to get that rebound. And Johnson is talking. Anunoby has to get that rebound. Brunson bringing the ball up against Castle. You're not calling anything. You're bouncing off. And Brunson dribble. Pass the damn ball, Brunson. And takes a bad shot. Brunson's killing the Knicks. Come on. It's getting annoying, actually. That shot was never there. He dribble, and then take a bad shot. And another three by Castle. Get a TO, Mike Brown. Take Brunson out the game. Seriously, this is ridiculous. He's just taking bad shot after bad shot after bad shot. Play the team game, Brunson. Play the team game. Here come Bridges. Out to Brunson. He takes an awful shot and misses again. Brunson is out of sync. What is Mike Brown doing? Brunson is out of sync. He's killing your team, Mike Brown. Here comes Shamet. Out to Brunson. To Bridges. Wide open for the two. Brunson's taking too many bad shots. Take a timeout and tell him to settle down. I wonder what Brunson's stats is. I'm going to look at the stats at the quarter ends. Comes Castle in the lane. Blocked by Robinson. Ball to Brunson. To Bridges. Back to Brunson. Brunson holds the ball again. Knicks are not moving. He's against Wemby. They try to double team him. He finds Shamet. Wide open for the two. He misses. Really flat shot by Shamet. Here comes Vassell. Two. 3-pointer by 3-pointer by Wemby. Knicks up by 4. Or by 6, I should say. By 4. Ball into Anunoby. Going to the basket. Brilliant move. And he got fouled and didn't get the call. Knicks up again by 6. Spurs. Castle. Driving up against Brunson. Easy lay-in. Brunson was a shadow defender. Timeout, Mike Brown. You got to take Brunson out. Brunson's killing us. I'm sorry, people. Killing us. Playing poorly. Let's see what Brunson's stats are. Because he's killing us. Brunson. 4 of 16. 4 turnovers. 4 of 16. 25%. He's shooting 25% for the series. Look at Bridges. 6 of 7. Karl Towns. 8 of 11. And he'll be 4 of 7. Let somebody else shoot the damn ball. You have taken 16 shots. More than, and you're not scoring. Why you keep shooting? Why you keep shooting? Please explain that to me. Play team. You're supposed to be the captain. You're supposed to be the leader. You're just jacking up shots from nowhere. Playing ball hog. Not ball dominant, ball hog. Pass the damn ball. And you wait until the defense come. They double team you. The shot clocks run down and we're rushing to score. Hard watch, people. Hard watch. Knicks up by 10, cruising, and then Brunson decides to do what he does. Take over. You don't need to take over now. It's not the fourth quarter. You're not playing well. Play within yourself. Don't overdo it. Not good, people. If the Knicks lose the game, look right at Brunson. Look right at Brunson. So we have 3 minutes remaining in the quarter. 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Knicks up by 4. Knicks were up by 10 in the quarter, playing well. And Jalen Brunson decided to play hero. Knicks are playing better without him throughout this game. And all he has to do is play within himself. You don't have to overdo it. He's taking 16 shots. He's not scoring. And he can't realize that, you know what? Maybe I need to just cool out a little bit. Maybe I need to not be so selfish? Maybe I did not be the, I know I'm the star. I know everybody praised me how great I did in the fourth quarter last game, even though I played poorly. You were 4 of 16. Cat is 8 of 11. Bridges hasn't really missed a shot. Aniobi, 4 of 7. Pass the darn ball. Do like Josh Hart. You know he ain't scoring. He's 0 of 3. He ain't jacking up shots. Knicks have a chance to win, go 2 up, and the only person denying them is Brunson, as far as I'm concerned. Taking bad shot after bad shot after bad shot. That cannot be good, people. We know you're a great player, but play within yourself. You got to know when you have it and when you don't have it. You don't have it. It's not working for you. If the Knicks lose this game, there's only one person to blame. Seriously. Nobody else. 4 turnovers, 4 of 16. What's his plus minus? They're probably saving him. Plus minus is -2. Look at Cat, 19. Robinson is -15. He's not better than Brunson. Bridges, Cat, Shamet. Brunson needs to play team basketball. Here comes the Knicks. Alvarado is in for Brunson. Maybe we get some more ball movement. The defense is tough. McBride turns it over. He's also having a stinker. Harper against Bridges. Good defense by Bridges. Harper. Shamet back out to Castle against Alvarado. Misses. Rebound to Shamet. And he's rushing the ball up the court. Shamet down in the corner. Has nowhere to go. To McBride. He's going to shoot, jack it up. And scores. Finally, he gets one to go. What is it, about 1 of 5 for the night? Knicks up by 6. I bet the scores go when Brunson is out. He's even a liability. Castle against Shamet, driving to the basket. Jacks up a shot, misses. Shamet with a rebound. Bridges with a rebound. Bridges come forward, dancing and prancing on the perimeter. Almost turns it over. Back to Bridges in the lane. Up for 2. Bingo. Knicks up by 8. I told you when Brunson is out, Knicks going to score more. Because they're passing the basketball. They're not playing selfish. They're not playing hero ball. Castle against McBride. Ball to Johnson. Johnson drive down the lane. Foul. And got 2 free throws coming. Catches out the game and Robinson's in for him. Knicks up by 8. 2 free throws to Johnson. That defense is tough, though, by Castle against Bridges. Bridges really playing good basketball. Johnson missed badly on the first free throw. Knicks have to look for the long rebound. That's a really bad free throw miss. Knicks up by 7. He made a second. Alvarado against Fox. Top of the key. To Bridges. Bridges against Champagny. That wasn't a good screen. Bridges driving to the basket. And driving again. Up. And scores. Bridges playing lights out basketball. Lights out basketball. Playing brilliantly. Knicks up by 9. Brunson out. They're going to score because nobody's playing hero ball. They're moving the ball, running off screens. Here's Harper beating McBride. Almost throw it away. Good defense by the Knicks. Deep one by Johnson. Misses. Rebound by Alvarado. Here comes the Knicks. Ball to McBride. To Alvarado. Wemby's back in the game. Alvarado against Wemby. 5'5" against 7'6". Ball to Shamet for 3. Ball out of bounds to the Knicks. Harper trying to rebound that. Shamet normally makes those wide open threes. 40-second remaining in the quarter. Knicks up by 9. Brunson goes out, Knicks goes up. There's a reason for that. Bridges to Robinson, back to Bridges, back to Robinson for the dunk. Brilliant basketball. Knicks up by 11. See, people? Brunson is out. Different ball game. Not rocket science. Nobody's playing hero ball. They're moving the ball, making the Spurs work. And Spurs got to get tired. They play too much defense in the first half. They're very, very aggressive. Here comes Fox. Wemby looking to shoot. Fake. Shot. Scores. Good shot by Wemby. Spurs down by 9. It's not by chance Brunson is out and the Knicks goes up. Not by chance. They're moving the basketball. And Bridges getting more touches. Bridges against Harper. Rolling the screen. Out to Alvarado. Shoots in and out. Back to Alvarado. Up again. Misses again. Robinson. Try to get the rebound. End of the quarter. At the end of the third quarter, Knicks came in the quarter. Were up by 11 at one point. Brunson played hero ball. Spurs came within 5. Knicks now up by 9. All the Knicks have to do, all Brunson have to do is play. He has to play like a decoy. He does need to play hero ball. And he's been playing hero ball. And his stats tell you, you got to know when you have them, you don't have it. He was 12 of 31 in the last game, and he get all the praise because he's 5 of 9 in the last quarter. Tonight, he's what, 4 of 16? 4 of 16, 4 turnovers. He has as many turnovers as field goal. Pass the ball. It's not rocket science. Pass the ball. You're playing too selfish. And Bridges is hot like fire. Bridges is 8 of 9. Now, if you're 4 of 16, I'm 8 of 9. Don't I give you the ball and see what you can do and run you off picks? Bridges and Towns are 16 of 20. 80%. And Brunson shooting 25% and still jacking them up. That is not rocket science, people. The math is clear. Towns score at will. Bridges scoring at will. Anunoby's 4 of 7. So he's also over 50%. Shamet and McBride are 4 of 12. Between the guards on the Knicks. 4-3-7. They are 8 of 24. That's about 33%. That's not good. And Josh Hart, again, is not scoring what he was, 3 points last game? He's only got... And Knicks are playing better. Look, Josh Hart is a very good basketball player. And he doesn't have to score to be effective. But Brunson has to be scored to be effective. And Brunson's playing selfish because he's not scoring. Last game he scored 30 points, but it took him 31 shots. That's not good a ratio. Regular girls in 77th minute are still up by 1-0. Bridges is having one of those game boy. Bridges got a lot of grief for us trading 5 first-round picks for him. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, no turnovers, 20 points, 8 of 9 shooting. You can't beat that. That's excellent playing. Excellent. That's as good as he gets. As good as it gets. Anunoby has 2 blocks. Josh Hart has 1 block. Towns has 1. Robinson doesn't have a block in this game and only has 1 rebound. And he's played 12 minutes. So not one of his better games. But looking good for the Knicks. 3 quarters in. And they're up by 9. They can hold this lead. I think San Antonio is in a difficult situation trying to win 4 or 5. Can you imagine the Knicks are doing so well and Brunson's been so poor? Brunson get all the praise about big body Brunson, and he missed a clutch last game. He was 5 of 9 in the fourth quarter, but people forgot that he was 4 of 22 before that. Here comes the Spurs. Robinson against Wemby. Wemby looking to drive. He wants to fake him. Robinson staying low, doing a really good job. He's double teamed. Is that a foul against Wemby? A ball out of bounds. Robinson not going for the head fake and not going for the pump fake. Staying real low. That's what you got to do. Don't go. Let him shoot it. If he can shoot it and score, good of him. Don't let him get to the basket. Ball out of bounds. 14 on the shot clock. Castle against Shamet. Shamet got tripped up by Wemby. Castle to Johnson on the basket. Blocked by Robinson. Brilliant block by Robinson. Out to Alvarado. Alvarado to McBride. You have 11 minutes left in the game. McBride bouncing. Need to move the ball. Turns. He wants to shoot, and he does. Misses. Robinson rebound to McBride. Out to Bridges. Bridges again. Misses this time. Good rebound by Alvarado. Brilliant rebound by Alvarado to Shamet. Another 3. Bingo! Knicks up by 12. And Spurs a challenge. And they have their first team on the floor, actually. So it's Castle against Shamet. Shamet playing good defense. Picked by Wemby. And Castle not good. Wemby going for a long 3. And bullseye by Wemby. Knicks up by 9. I think Mike Brown should keep Brunson out and let him watch how basketball should be played, because he's playing like he don't know how to play, and he's a brilliant player. Here comes Bridges. The basket misses. Knicks with a rebound. Brilliant rebound by Robinson, but it got taken away from him. Here comes Castle. Out to Johnson. I think that's a foul against Johnson, but it's not called. And Shamet is saying it's our ball, and he's down. Knicks still up by 9. 10 minutes to go. Shamet is hurt. It's like he hurt his knee. Towns coming back in. They bring him back. Towns. Shamet is limping, but he's still on the floor. Brunson coming back too. I hope Brunson don't come back and play hero ball again. I hope he don't come back and play any hero ball. Now on to Josh Hart, because Josh Hart is not in the game. Shamet's getting a lot of game time. Hart is now back in. So they may go for the rest of the game for the next 10 minutes. This may be the team for the next 10 minutes. Shamet is still in. Now who's going out? McBride is going out. Sorry, Shamet, McBride, Towns, Brunson. Good play. Defensive breakdown by the Knicks. That looked like it was Josh Hart. Nowhere to be found. Knicks up by 7. The bench did a good job. And I don't think this team is going to be the one get the Knicks through. Aggressive defense by the Spurs. Oh, brilliant pass by Cat. Brilliant pass. What a block against Josh Hart there. Oh, what a steal by Brunson. Coming forward against Wemby. And he ball out to Josh Hart to Brunson playing hero ball again. Oh, God. He got fouled by Fox. Not sure why. And Fox is in his face. Not sure what that's about. I don't know why Fox is why are they doing this? Why starting something? There's no reason for Fox to be starting something. Now people are pushing each other. There was no reason for Fox to be in the face of Brunson. There's no reason for that. You foul him, start over the play. And why is Brunson father? You're assistant on the bench. Go sit your butt down. That's the head coach will be coming out doing that. What are you doing? Knicks still up by 7. And he's saying, don't do that. But you got to sit down, your assistant coach. You're not the coach. Brunson against Castle. Trying to beat him off the dribble. No hero ball, Brunson. No hero ball. Brunson to Bridges. Out to Shamet for 3. Misses. Rebound. Back to Brunson for another 3. He shoots a brick. Brunson has been having One of those shooting nights where it's going to cost the Knicks the game. Here comes Harper to the basket, lays it in. Brunson's killing the Knicks. Killing the Knicks. The Knicks' biggest opponent in this game is Brunson. You hear me beating him? He's been horrible. Dribble, killing the ball. Knicks were moving the ball before he came back in the game. Here comes Bridges against Wemby. Misses. Knicks need a timeout. Knicks are out of sorts. They change the team, put the starters back in. They're out of sorts. And here comes Wemby again. Misses a chippy. Here comes Brunson. He's going to beat the ball to death. Oh, brilliant pass to Shamet. Back to Shamet, to Hart, back to Brunson. Need to find Bridges. Where's Anunoby? He needs to come back in the game. Towns to Hart, back to Shamet. Bullseye! Knicks up by 8. Timeout to San Antonio. Brunson needs to play better. Just pass the ball. Jalen, just pass the ball. We don't need you to score tonight. Shamet has been doing what he didn't throughout the playoffs. Getting the ball. Just when they're double teaming you, somebody has to be open. This is 5 against 5. If 2 players are double teaming you, move the ball quickly. This is the NBA. Everybody can play in the NBA. All 450 something players in the NBA can play. Most of them are stars when they played high school or college or whatever it is that they're playing. They can score if you're wide open. Just move the ball. So if you just join us, we have 8 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of the second game in the NBA Finals between the Knicks and the Spurs. The Knicks are up by 8. And it's been a mixed game. It's been an up and down game. The Knicks started the third quarter really well. Won the quarter up by 5. But in that quarter, Brunson, who's been having a stinker, playing hero ball and not helping his team to win. Still up by 8, though, even with his follies. San Antonio came out very aggressive defense when the game has started, and that has continued throughout the game. Their shooting has been erratic, but their defense has been very good throughout the evening. He's going to find his flow and flow us out the game. No, he doesn't have to overdo it. He's taken, how many shots taken? Like 17 shots? He is 4 of 17. We have seen enough. Look around you. Bridges is 8 of 12. Towns is 8 of 11. Anunoby is 4 of 7. Haven't shot as much. They're the ones, they're hot for the night. When it's not your time, it's not your time. Don't keep forcing it. Taking bad shots. Dribbling into trouble. Dribbling out the shot clock. Move the ball. When the ball moves like the last 3-pointer we scored by Shamet, you get wide open shots. If they're double teaming you, move the ball quickly. They can't recover quickly enough because they're so aggressive defensively. Anyway. If you just join us, we're in the second game of the NBA Finals between the Knicks and the Spurs. Knicks up by 8. It's been a seesaw battle throughout the game. Spurs started off really good first quarter, up by 9. Knicks dominated the second quarter, outscoring the Spurs by 13. And then continuing the third quarter, outscoring them by 5. And then in this quarter, San Antonio outscoring the Knicks by 1. Castle coming forward. to Wemby. Wemby 1-on-1 against Towns. Good play by Fox out to Harper. Harper drives in the lane. Blocked, but he's fouled. Not sure who the foul is against. Must be against Anunoby. Harper is not afraid to drive into the lane. Put pressure on the defense. Last game, he was out in the last quarter. He didn't spend a lot of time in the last quarter. He didn't get a lot of game time. Let's see, he pushes off with his left hand. See, he pushes off right there. I don't think that was a foul. That was him forcing the action. I don't think that was a foul, actually. Refs are being very inconsistent tonight. Harper misses the first. Knicks got to be very careful on his rebound because Castle and Fox and others, they're very aggressive getting to the basket, trying to get the rebound on a missed free throw. So they got a box out. And he scores. Spurs down by 7. Brunson coming forward. Castle hounding him as usual. Got to pass the ball. Instead of pick Anunoby, got to get him a pick. Good move by Brunson out to Anunoby driving. To Shamet for 3. Misses. Foul against Josh Hart. Hart is unbelievable. Hart cannot believe the call. Let's see this. I don't know. Is ball and hand? I don't know. It's a bang play. These refs, these calls are iffy. That must be the 4th foul on Josh Hart, actually. Is this 4th or his 5th? It's 5th foul, actually. Why put McBride in versus Shamet in? It should be McBride. I don't think McBride should come back in. So Hart has had a rough evening. He's too overly aggressive. Castle, Bridges picked off. Castle in the lane. Looking to shoot. And throws it away. Ball to Brunson. Brunson going to the basket. Lays it in. Brilliant by Brunson. No Wembanyama. No Wemby. Take it to the basket. Harper. To Wemby. To Vassell. Drives in the lane. Picked off McBride. Wide open. Foul by Anunoby. Not a good foul by Anunoby at all. He was trying to pass it. It was not a good foul. Really good player. Brunson on taking the ball to the basket. That's what he has to do. Don't force the ball in the half court. And he got fouled by Champagny. The refs are very inconsistent with their call, by the way. Castle trying to draw the foul. Ref not giving to him. And he's down. Here comes Brunson. To Cat. Cat driving, going down the lane. Out to Anunoby. Wide open, misses a 3. Rebound by the Knicks. Out to McBride with another 3. Bullseye! Knicks up by 12. Timeout Spurs. And Josh Hart has have a tough night. Not happy. He's only played 16 minutes. Has 5 fouls. He can sit out. Knicks are doing real well. Putting the Spurs under pressure. 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Knicks up by 12. It's going to be hard for the Spurs to get back. Because their scoring is so inconsistent. They don't have the scorers. They can get stops, but can they score? Tough for them. And Wemby has not been scoring a lot, actually. He's having a tough series. Let me just see player stats. Wemby is 8 of 14. So he has 22 points. But for them to win, he has to shoot more. Wemby's 8 of 14. Vassell is 3 of 8. Castle is 5 of 14 and Fox is 6 of 10. Now, if you're 6 of 10, that means you're having a good night. You need to shoot more. Those people are hot. Like Castle is not a very good shooter. Right? He's good going to the basket. He's physical. But his outside shot is suspect, so you can leave him. And what is Brunson? Brunson's about 5 of 18. Not a bad shooting night. but his team is winning. I guess that's all that matters. And Cat has not shot a lot in the second half. I mean, Cat is 8 out of 11, but I don't think he's taken a shot in the last 15 minutes. I can remember. Looking good for the Knicks so far. Let's see if it continues. But Knicks playing well. Even with their captain, star, and main man having a tough night again in the finals. So I think that's the game, actually. I think Jamaica won by 1-0 against Panama. I see Coach Busby. Gotta give him a text and say good win. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now too. Good win. Playing with all the new players and still getting a positive outcome. Maybe he can coach the Reggae Boys. Maybe he should apply for the job. Wemby, 22 points. Playing a good game, but he has to be dominant for them to win. He's besieging his team on the sideline, but I'm not sure that's going to help. It seems to be telling them that the Knicks are not that good. They have to do better, and he's being loud, and he's being boisterous, and he's being passionate and emotional. That ain't going to help you, Wemby. The game is played on the field. Here comes Fox. Let's see if Wemby's speech is helping. Ball out to Harper against Anunoby. Harper trying to find Wemby. Wemby one-on-one with Cat. Wemby going to the basket, put it up. Up ball rolls off. Almost down. And here comes Brunson. Slows it down. Brunson against Wemby. One-on-one. He needs to move the ball. Plays out to Cat. Cat has ball in the corner. All the way across court to Anunoby. Wide open. Drives against Wemby. And dunks it. That's what you have to do. Big time play by Anunoby. Take Wemby to the basket and dunks it. Harper, foul going to the basket. Harper does that really well, by the way. He does that really well. We scored, and he's trying to score off a made basket. Knicks have to do a better job of getting back on defense. Cassie's on the bench. He's having a tough shooting night. So Harper is in for him. Anunoby took Wemby to the basket and dunked on him. Froze him, had him in his back, went up, and threw it down. Say, block that, Wemby. Knicks are still up by, 13? 14, I should say, Star. Can't count. 6 minutes to go. They lose from here, not that good look. Harper to shoot 2. Made the first. So it's now a 13-point lead. Yeah, he got fouled by Anunoby. How many fouls Anunoby has? He has 4 fouls. Not good. We need him in the game. And Dylan Harper has the most points by a rookie in a single postseason, 262 now. He's had a good series and good playoffs. Brunson, Harper now guarding Brunson. Less difficult than Castle. Now it's Mr. Clutch time. Let's see what he does in the fourth quarter. Brunson pounding the ball, taking time off the clock. 1-on-1 against Wemby. Brunson against Wemby dancing. And into Towns. And shot clock violation. I've been saying for the whole game, Brunson taking time and taking time and taking time. And then he gives you the ball in a difficult spot. You can do nothing with it. Fox with a 3. Bullseye. Spurs down by 9. Timeout Knicks. Brunson is killing the Knicks tonight, people. Killing the Knicks. Every time he comes in the game, he dribbles and stops and dribbles and stops and dribbles. Pass the ball. All he has to do is pass the ball. The Spurs are getting tired. They're frustrated. Move the ball. Let them run around. He dribbles, and then he makes this difficult pass where you can't do anything with the ball. You're the captain. You need to lead by example. We have 5 minutes, 26 seconds remaining. Knicks were just up by 14, you know. Spurs have scored 5 in a row. And now Knicks are up by 9. That Harper drive and free throws. And then 3-pointer by Fox. And Fox has a good night. He had a tough playoff series. Had a good night. He was injured in the Oklahoma series. Played poorly in the first game. But has done much better in this game tonight. Knicks have a chance to bring this home, though. They win this game, they're in the driver's seat. But they have to play smarter. And Cat has not been shooting. When has last Cat taken a shot? What's Cat's stat? He's 8 of 12. He was 8 of 11 a while ago. He's been on 21 points for a long time. Brunson is the only one of the 4 Knicks main scorers who has a poor shooting percentage. Bridges with the ball back to Brunson. Being guarded by Fox. And he's dribbling the ball again. Dribbling the ball, bouncing the ball, driving. He drives in the basket. Over Wembanyama. Misses. Ball to the Knicks. He's 5 of 19 now. The Knicks' worst defender, the Knicks, the way Brunson playing, that they're playing with 5 people, with 4 people. He's just making bad play after bad play. McBride. Shot. Misses. Spurs with the ball. Coming can cut it to 6. Here comes Fox against Brunson. He's dancing and prancing. Taking to the basket. And scores. They're not isolating Brunson, Fox and Brunson. Brunson is the problem for the Knicks. Knicks up by 7. Fox is now abusing Brunson. Wide open Knicks. Misses. Knicks not playing well. Knicks need another timeout. Here comes Fox again, and Fox is on a roll. Drives against Bridges, turns. Out to Wemby. Wemby against Towns, driving. Towns playing really good defense. And scores. Knicks were up by 14. They're now up by, what, 5? We're up by 14 now. They're up by 5. Because their captain, their leader, is not playing smart basketball. Not playing smart basketball. Making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. He's killing the Knicks. And that's rubbing off on the rest of his team. He's not leading. If they lose this game, they won't forgive themselves. They're up by 14 with 2 minutes ago. Now they're up by 5. Because Brunson keep ball hogging and dominating the ball. Don't want to pass the damn ball. Brunson got to learn, you know. In New York, people are not that forgiving. If you cost them a series because of your ball hogging ways, and even though they love you and you've been great and you've been saving the franchise, there's only a small margin between a hero and a goat. I got to text a friend of mine. Wemby fired up his team. Here comes the Knicks again. Brunson to Bridges. Yeah, got the ball of a half court with one pass. One pass got the ball of a half court. Out to Brunson. Come on, Cat. Go score. Cat, good pass into Brunson. Blocked by Wemby. Here we go again. Brunson missed another shot. Here comes Fox. Out to Fassel. Three-pointer. Bang! Knicks down by 2. And Brunson is killing his team. They come all the way back from 14 down and cut it in less than 2 minutes. Because Brunson is killing his team playing selfish basketball. I hate to be that obvious, but it's horrible. Here he goes again, dribble, in trouble. Back to Brunson. Oneobi trying to set us pick. Brunson with a 3-point shot, misses. I can't watch this, people. I'm getting annoyed. Here comes, stolen by Bridges, going in for a layup. Out to Brunson for 3. Brunson missed again. What's Brunson shooting? That's where coaching to come to play now. Brunson is 5 of 21. Take him out the damn game. What are you doing, Mike Brown? He's killing you. Game is tied because Brunson have shot them out the game. Jalen Brunson shot him out of the game because he's playing selfish basketball. Shamat driving. Got fouled. Oneobi for 3. Turnover to ball to the Spurs. Knicks can't score. Knicks haven't scored in the last 3 minutes. Spurs have come back from 14 down to tie the game. And Knicks are going to challenge that play because Oneobi said he got fouled. I'm not even sure they think he got fouled. They just trying something. That's poor coaching on Mike Brown's part. Let's see. Yeah, it's a foul. It's a clear foul. What's these refs doing? What are these refs doing? Seriously. That's such a plain foul and he didn't call anything. That's even Champagne realized he fouled him. That is such a clear foul and he got no call. Luckily they have a challenge. Spurs come from 14 down. Knicks haven't scored in the last number of minutes because their captain is playing hero ball. Let's look at the stats, people. Brunson is 5 of 21. At some point in the damn game, you have to realize, I don't have it tonight. Pass the damn ball. You have shot almost twice as much as Cat and Bridges. What are we doing? That's where coaching comes in. Talk to Brunson. He's minus 11. Look at his stats. He's minus 11 in plus minus. Pass the ball. It's a hard watch, people. It's a hard watch. You have to realize, as a person who's such a great player, when I don't have it tonight and some teammates are playing well, let me find them. That's a clear foul right there. Clear foul. It should be 3 points, 3 field goal attempts. 3 free throw attempts. Plain as day. And ref is right there and called nothing. Why is Champagne arguing? It's a foul. It's not even close. They did it they had hindsight view. At least it stopped the bleeding. Knicks can get at least 2 out of this. 2 out of the 3. Spurs score 14 straight points. So Jalen Brunson in this series, people, is 17 of 52. And he just keeps jacking them up. Keep jacking them up. Knicks up by 1. Knicks were up by 14 points. They have scored 1 point. 6-minute mark, they're up by 14 points. That reminds me of the game against Indiana when we lost in the playoffs last year. At least we're at home then. And Oneobi made 2 of 2 so far. Cat was brilliant first half, not getting shots in the second half because his captain is just jacking shots up. And nobody's talking to Brunson on the sideline to say, look, Captain, we need you, but we need to play differently tonight. And Oneobi made all 3. So Knicks up by 3. 2 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. Fox was played really, really well. Is playing well. Is finding his groove. Oh, Wemby looked like he fouled. Here comes Wemby with a dunk. Fox to Wemby, put it in. Knicks up by 1, 2:25 to go. Fox against, and he's bouncing the damn ball again. Now the Bridges. Bridges against Vassell, trying to drive. Here we go again. They're down to 2. Here comes Anunoby. Ball out of bounds to the Knicks. 14 seconds back on the shot clock. 1:58 to go. Knicks up by 1. Spurs have stepped up their defense. Josh Hart is back in the game. Spurs were down by 14 with 6 minutes to go. Wow. And Knicks throwing it away. To Bridges, back to Brunson, and he scores. Brilliant set play. Knicks up by 3. Minute 56 to go. It's very tense. Fox driving, prancing in the lane. Out to Champagny, back to Fox. Wembanyama down. Got it. Looking to shoot. Go for 3. Bad shot. Bad shot by Wembanyama. Ball picked up by Brunson. Out to Bridges. Back to... Why didn't he score himself? Brunson misses the layup. Here comes Hopper against Josh Hart. Oh, what a block. What a foul. Brunson misses the layup. Brunson is... Let's see. 6 of 23? You can't make that up, people. Knicks up by 1. Yeah, that was and that ball was missing, you know. He missed that ball. That wasn't going in. Towns blocked it off the backboard. If he didn't hit that ball, it probably wouldn't go in after. It's missing. Brunson's having one of those nights, a horrible night. Beyond horrible night. 6 of 23. You can't make that up. And he jacking them up. He's taking 23 shots. The next Knicks player took 13. And the player who took 13 only missed 5 shots. Yeah, it was goaltending. That's clear as day. 1 minute, 25 seconds remaining. Knicks up by 1. Knicks need to score in each possession now. They lose this game, they're going to hate themselves. They lose the game and lose the championship. Look no further than your captain. He's poor. He's the clutch player. Ball out to Bridges. Bridges against Hopper. Needs to drive on him. And when we come over, look for the pass. Bridges bouncing. It's 9 seconds to go. Bridges against Champagny. Bridges driving. And he turns it over. Harper against Anunoby. Harper out to Wemby. Wemby lays it up and the foul. Oh, Spurs up by 2. Going to be up by 2. Knicks giving this game away. Unbelievable. What a loss. They may never recover from this. Bridges drove and turned it over. First of all, I wouldn't have Josh Hart back in the game because you need shooters. So we're just playing we're just playing the starters. Wemby inspired his team to victory. Unbelievable by the Knicks. Gotta get the rebound if he misses. And he makes it. Spurs up by 2. 55 seconds remaining. And Harper is on Brunson. And Brunson playing hero ball again. 11 seconds. Brunson driving. And makes it, as he normally does. Game tied. Game's tied at 104. 39 seconds remaining. What a night. 7 of 24. And if we win and he scores to get the bucket, he's the hero. That's how life is. Recency bias. This is an easy game for the Knicks to put away. They had the game wrapped up. I can say for Mike Johnson, though, he kept Castle out of the game and played Harper, who was played extremely well. Fox found his game. Harper playing well. Different game. Knicks should have put this game away. If Brunson just played some team basketball, this game would have been over. Just move the ball. Let them run around. They're very aggressive. The game would have been over. Shama should be in the game instead of Hart. Hart is not playing well. He's not had a good game. We love Hart as a player, but he's not having a good game. Have some more shooting on the floor. Space them out. Get shooters on the floor. Shama is a good defender. Space them out. Move the ball around the perimeter. Run somebody to the basket. Let Wemby roll to the basket. You get more free shots to put the ball up. No. We're playing hero ball. Well, it's more interesting for the viewers and for the ratings for NBC, because if the Knicks lose, it's probably more than likely going to go 7. Spurs trying to inbound. Robinson is in the game. He's against Wemby. Wemby against Robinson. Wemby up, misses. Rebound by the Knicks. By Anunoby. 30 seconds to go. Knicks with the rebound. But Spurs will get the last shot. Knicks need to score, though. That was a good shot by Wemby. He could have driven for the basket on that play. I wouldn't have taken that shot. Wemby inspired his team, though. He must have scored like, 8 off those points that they recovered. 30 seconds remaining in the game. Knicks and Spurs tied. Knicks with the ball. Spurs will get the last shot. They probably will go to Wemby for the last shot. Let's see what the Knicks do. Wemby has 29 points. Only 7 in the first half. 22 in the second half. Team is back out. And let's say they put Castle out there to play defense. It is, I see Wemby, I see Harper. I'm sure Fox will be out there. Maybe Vassell and Champagne. I think they'll probably put Fox out there. Not Fox, I mean Castle for defensive purposes. So let's see. He hasn't played that much in this half. Yeah, they need put him in for defense. So Harper is in, so Vassell is out, it looks like. Knicks got to get the ball in bounds. They probably should go to the Towns. Bridges. Says Castle against Brunson. 19 on the shot clock. Brunson driving against Castle. He's got fouled. And Wemby decided he's not going to put in the basket. He's going to make sure he doesn't score. So 17 seconds on the shot clock. So Spurs will get the ball back. Brunson against Castle. Brunson up. Misses. Spurs have the last shot. Oh, and turnover by Wembanyama. Turnover and then foul Brunson. Oh, what a mistake by Wembanyama. Won the rebound. Castle looked away. And fouled. The Knicks got it back. Wow. What is Brunson now? 6 of 25? 6 of 25. He keeps jacking him up. He was wide open, though. It was an easy play. Wemby got the rebound. Tried to get to Castle. Castle was not looking. He's running away. And then he fouled Brunson. Let's see if Brunson can make these free throws. And he makes the first. Knicks up by 1 with 9 seconds remaining. Now they can't afford a foul. And they can't afford to give up a three-pointer. So I'm sure Spurs will call a timeout. If they do, the Knicks will take Brunson out and Cat out and put in Robinson and probably McBride or Shamet. Brunson with another free throw. He misses. And Knicks get the ball. No. Timeout Spurs. He misses. Spurs timeout, 7.5 to go. Brunson has had one of those nights that he's going to want to forget. He misses the free throw. And Knicks would have gotten a rebound. Somehow the Spurs got it. Let's see what happened. He misses. Bridges came in. Ball hit on... Wow. But Cornet step out of bounds first before he passed it? And he should check that. Knicks should check that, actually. Let's see what happens. He got the ball. Touch up Anunoby. Came off Bridges. Anunoby tried to pick it up. He kicked it. That should be the Knicks ball. He kicked the ball. The Knicks should protest that. He kicked the ball. He kicked it. That's how he got it. Why is the Knicks not challenging that? Or is that a challengeable play? He kicked that ball. That's how he got that ball. He kicked it. That's interesting. I guess the ball didn't go out of bounds. He probably can't challenge that play, but he did kick it. Knicks can't afford a foul. They're going to try to find Wemby. 7.5 seconds remaining. So Brunson is out. Shamet is in. Robinson's in also. Let's see how it goes. They're running picks. It's out to Fox. Fox against Bridges, 1-on-1. 4.5 remaining. Fox over to Wemby. Wemby with a shot. Misses. Game over. Knicks win. Knicks win. Wow. Game over. Knicks walk away with a victory. They got lucky. It shouldn't have been this hard, people. I'm telling you. The captain, he's got to do better. The captain is our man, is our player, is a lot of people's heroes. But this game shouldn't be this close. We're up by 14 with 6 minutes remaining. And we almost gave it away. Knicks up 2-0. The Spurs are a young team and they play like a young team. Wembanyama taking a jump shot from that angle. He's made mistakes. The last 3 mistakes he made him. He took the last shot when there were 30 seconds. He missed. He turned the ball over after getting a rebound. And he missed the last shot. Fox had it. Could have drove on Bridges. Decided not to. Went to Wemby. Free throw line extended. Missed the shot. Too late. They're down 2-0. It's not impossible for them to come back. But they were in this game. But Knicks win. And they're up by 2-0. And I'm very frustrated about this game. If you think I'd be happy, I'm happy we won, but this game should have been over. This game should have been over. When you're up by 14, 6 minutes remaining, and if you're Brunson and you're a smart player, it's not going well for you, change your game. Don't keep forcing it. Change your game. We won. We're up 2-0. Will we win the championship? It's left to be seen. I think Spurs are getting better each game. They're better this game than the last game. They were in the game for the last 2 minutes of the last game and lost. And in the game in this game and lost again. So in the last, they are not finishing well. And the Knicks are a very experienced team. Didn't really finish well either. It was just the lesser of two evil. But anyway, we're done, people. Tell me if you like my new studio, actually. Or you like my new setup, my new studio. I'm trying to keep changing things as we go along. So then if you like the new studio, how it's set up, trying to enhance the product. By the way, before you leave, hit the like button. You must be thinking I'm just so miserable with Brunson, but we won the game and should be happy. I don't know. Maybe I'm a perfectionist, but I think you got to do things the right way. You got to play the right way. So it's a good night. The Regulars won. They beat Panama 1-0. The Knicks won. They beat the Spurs by 1. So it's a good evening. If the Knicks win the championship, the Regulars make the World Cup, it'll be a good year. They play in November. They're not having practice games. The Knicks have 2 more games before they can become NBA champions. Towns was big tonight, but mainly in the first half. Didn't see much in the second half because his captain was ball hogging and taking a lot of bad shots. Yeah. Yeah, Spurs, they are very mature. And they play that way too. But they did beat the champion. They did beat Oklahoma. So we should give the Knicks credit. All right, thank you, Floyd. Different studio, different setup. Try to make the studio fire. I know you go. True Knicks fan for years and years and years. From Patrick Ewing days. Yeah, Wemby made some bad mistakes. That they 7 seconds remaining, turned the ball over, and Brunson still missed one of the 2 free throws. I want to hear what the narrative is tomorrow on the game and Brunson. I want to hear what the narrative is. Knicks got lucky. If the Knicks had lost, Brunson would be at the brunt of it tomorrow. But he's lucky they won. Of course, you have to use people. Let me just say something, people. If you're not using AI, I don't know what you're doing. Seriously. If you're not using AI, I don't know what you're doing. I don't do nothing in life nowadays without AI. Nothing. If I'm going to buy a property, I'm using AI. If I'm going to the doctor, which I seem to be doing a regular, AI. AI is my doctor now, you know. I'm going to give you an example. Last time I went to the doctor, I talked to AI and we agreed that I should have some procedure done. And the doctor was telling me something else. I'm like, no, we're doing X, Y, Z. I have my own doctor now. You're just facilitating because we have to go through you, but you're not my doctor anymore. Now, AI does everything. Of course, the studio is AI. What else? I was overdoing it. You're probably right. But Jahummings, when you're a great player and also a great person and you're smart, you have to recognize when things are not going well. And he was killing the team tonight. Hey, Jahummings, he was like 7 of 26 in the game. The rest of your teammates are shooting the lights out and you throwing up bricks and you keep throwing up bricks. Like, stop. Say, you know what? It ain't my evening. Let somebody else throw it up. Let somebody else shoot. You can just keep shooting and shooting and shooting because you believe you're going to score the next one. No. He almost cost his team this game. They're up by 14 with 6 minutes and he's taking all the shots. And he's not. Towns would miss 5 shots all evening. He has 21 points. He ain't getting no more shots. Bridges was hot. Towns was hot. They ain't getting no shots. He's shooting all the shots. And he's missing. He took over 20 shots. The next close to him was 13. He took twice as much shot as any other player, and he only made 7 of them. Come on. I got to call it out. Bless up, Conrad. How you doing, Conrad? You good? Hey, Conrad, when Conrad talking to people, he hurt himself in a time. He has so much muscle. In can't have a talk. Something broke. In Conrad. Well, no, he's a very good player, but you have to know when it's not working. This is 2 games in a row now. The first game, everybody lauded you how great you were. 5 of 9 in the fourth quarter. But you missed about 20 shots. You missed 19 shots. You only made 12. This game, you were even worse. And we still won. And then they want to give you all the praise. You should get praise when you do really well, but you didn't play well the last game. You played well in the fourth quarter. And this game should have been over. We up by 14. This game should have. If we lost this game, we'd never forgive ourselves and we lose the championship. Brunson needs to do better. It's not necessarily play better. Just do better. Make better decisions. If you're not scoring, to me, it's frustrating. If you're not scoring, then help your team in other ways. You're the point guard. You know, most point guards are known for assists. They're not known for scoring. They're known for creating for other people. Don't just create for yourself alone. Tough Rudy said 2 down, 2 to go, although they raised my blood pressure in the last 5 minutes. Well, the last 6 minutes, we're up by 14, and I'm thinking Monday in the Garden, and all of a sudden, we could have easily lost that game. If this was Oklahoma, we would have lost that game. This is a young, immature team making bad decisions. Wemby made 3 bad decisions in the last minute of the game, even though he has been excellent throughout the game. And missing a free throw is part of basketball, but pounding the ball into the ground and then missing all your shots and not passing the ball timely is not a good look, people. Not a good look. So I'm going to call it out. It may sound like overkill, I'm going to call it out. Definitely going to call it out. I'm very upset. Not happy. Not happy. Fireworks going off, a lot of stuff going off. A lot of stuff going off. Knicks are happy. They think they have won now. They haven't won yet. Got to win all 4 first. Wembanyama almost brought his team back. He fired them up. They were right there. They just couldn't finish. Poor turnover by Wemby. And he fouled Brunson too. Not only turned the ball over, he fouled Brunson. So Wemby was a plus, but the end of the game was a minus. Yeah. Brunson was playing hero ball again tonight, and it's not working. So in the finals, he hasn't been good. They praised him for game 1. He was good in the fourth quarter, but the fourth quarter is not the game. The game is 4 quarters. I just want Brunson to play within himself. You have help. Josh Hart tonight wasn't in the game because he's getting a foul trouble, just like Castle. But Bridges was hot. Towns was hot. Anunoby was okay. So feed Towns and Bridges and Bridges until, you know what? They run out of steam. Now, it's not necessarily sit out, Jahamming. It's pass the damn ball. You're not scoring, do other things to make your team win. Do other things to make your team win. You're the point guard. There's a difference between if you're like a Kobe, the off guard, He's a point guard. So your first job as a point guard is a facilitator. Is get everybody involved. No, he's a scoring point guard. But when you're scoring not working, what else are you doing? He's not a good defender. So all you can do is assist. You're not a good defender. You're not a good rebounder. So there's 2 other things you can do. Right? You can score or you can assist. You're not scoring well. Those are the one thing you can do is assist. You have players who are hot around you. Get them the ball. Otherwise, you become a liability. And he was a liability tonight. Yeah, the Knicks, the Spurs don't have, they're very erratic. Castle was benched for the second half almost because his scoring was poor. Fox is a scorer. Fox can be the scorer. I don't know him to Fox. Fox is a very good player. He played well tonight, but in the last shot, he could have beat, he didn't want to take the last shot. He made Wemby take it. And he's a senior person on the team. You got to have the, what to take that shot. I'm gonna leave that Jamaica to myself, Reggae boy. I'm not gonna have nothing to say about that. About that basketball. But no, look, Brunson's been brilliant, right? We know it's been brilliant. But in this series, what was he tonight? Like 7 of 25? So he's probably taking twice as much shot than any other player on his team. And that's not good. But anyway, let me close it down, people. It's 11. It's almost 12 o'clock. I'm going to say this. First of all, thanks to everyone who have joined me on the stream. I appreciate it. We may be back again Monday. I think I may be busy, but if Monday I'm ready. But I like my new studio so much, I may want to come back and sit in it. But Monday, may be back. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to watch the game tomorrow, Reggae Boys game. I have an event I need to go to, so I got to figure that one out. But the Reggae Boys are playing South Africa tomorrow in Mexico. I don't even know what time the game is. I got to go find that out. It's a mainly local team made of many locally born players and locally based players. So we'll see how that works out. They have a few players from overseas. I think we have 4 or 5. Connor Boyce Clark, Cover, Courtney Clark, Javon Brown, and there's another player I'm missing. It's closed door? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they would have the live stream. If it's closed door, then I guess we won't be able to see it. So we won't know the score either, because it may be ugly. Well, that is good. If it's closed door, that's good, because I have another event to go to anyway. So I didn't want to have to juggle between the two events. But anyway, people, thanks for being here. Before you go, hit the like button. Whose grandmother is Jamaican? Whose grandmother is Jamaican? Hummingbird. No, Brunson's mother is Jamaican, not grandmother. If you're talking about Brunson, his mother's Jamaican. Brunson's mother is Jamaican. Champagne's father is Jamaican. I'm sure they probably have more Jamaican associated people in the NBA finals. Let me just think. I don't think Bridges is. Aniobi is not. I don't think my bride is. Yeah, so they may be the only ones, actually. I know Brunson's mother is Jamaican, and Champagne's father is Jamaican too. So yeah, those are the only two I know about, actually. Almost every series you had a Jamaican. Detroit series, yeah, a lot of Jamaican and Jamaican heritage players who play in the NBA. Vassal is? Okay, I didn't know Vassal was, actually. Yeah, and a lot of them. You Jamaicans are everywhere. Can't get rid of you. You multiply a lot. Anyway, Knicks fans are celebrating. They're up by 2-0 after almost giving this game away. And, you need luck. You need ability, but you need luck. But thanks, everyone, for joining me. Please hit the like button. Please share. Please subscribe. Tell everybody about the channel. And I appreciate you. Have a good evening. And peace out. See ya.